I guess it wasn't kids. He had a thing for midgets. He was fucking midgets.
I'm just saying.
He had a thing about midgets with like a chalkboard.
How is he doing that?
Did you guys read that? Like,
what if Stephen Hawking had just like
for
a fucking baby
midget
arm,
people?
man?
Fucking dude, he's probably fucking hung, dog.
Dude,
Stephen Hawking's probably got a mammoth on him, dude.
God had to nerf that dude, bro.
Yeah, dude.
God had to fucking nerf
yes,
Stephen
yes,
Hawking, dude.
yes.
But no, anyway,
I'm not out in the wild, so I don't.
That's more realistic.
After
What you just said is more realistic.
2.5 days.
2.5.
Like, what would you take with you? 3 items.
3 items. Okay. I think I'm gonna also go hatchet because that's a good move. Hatchet. You need something sharp.
Okay.
Chop some logs. Have
Yeah,
fire.
you know what I mean. Make a fire. Make a shelter with a hatchet.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go Glock 19.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
What about your bullets? Though?
I'm gonna take a Glock 19 and I'm gonna take a fucking drum clip with me.
Okay.
What about when you run out of bullets, though?
And that's it.
How are you gonna make fire?
Figure it out.
This fool.
All right.
Exactly. You give
Hit 2 stones
you give-
together. I'm telling you one thing right now. I'm not gonna be hungry out there because I'm
Till
gonna
you
be,
run out of ammo.
Because I'm gonna be killing.
Till you
shit
run out of ammo.
with a fucking Glock
said-
19.
Till you
He
run
said,
out of
I'm gonna
ammo.
be killing shit with a Glock 19. And
With a
then
drum
to
clip.
cook, then I'm gonna rub 2 stones together.
I know how, I could make a fire out there. I
You
think.
think so?
I
give
think
you,
I could make a fire.
I give you 2 hours and
in
you're
the
you
Amazon.
give up on a fire.
No way. Like in the Amazon rainforest, any
Too
rainforest
wet.
climate.
Too wet, bro.
No
if
way.
If he has a gun and ammo, I give him until he falls asleep.
I'll
which
take
could
that.
be 2 days.
Okay, and I'll also take an 8
I've
ball.
seen him stay up for a whole fucking.
I'll also,
No, you don't get a 4th.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch out the hatchet with an 8 ball.
Instead of Glock 19, shit ton of ammo.
So happy to be fucking talking to a fellow American.
That's when you like fake like a really thick Indian accent.
Yeah. Sorry, sir.
I wanted to see how you.
Hello,
really
my
were.
name is Cody. How are you doing today?
I'm gonna direct. I'm gonna direct
you, Cody.
Yeah, I'm gonna direct you to Patel.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
funny as fuck.
I'm gonna transfer you over to Agdabash.
Your name isn't Cody.
You said Agdabash.
Fuck.
Dude, seriously, like it's crazy. Like people, like they're so bro. Because on the phone, bro, you can say whatever the fuck you want to someone. You don't have to worry about their reaction.
And we all, yeah, bro.
God damn.
We all fill out one of the big rows in the theater, right? So we're all, and then there were some of us like were in the, some people were in the front, and my homie, shout out CJ, he pulled. I look over to my left, dude, and he's like, "Hey, boy." Big ass Jack Daniels bottle, dude.
That he snuck in there.
Oh yeah, I don't know how he did it, bro. I don't know how he
fuck.
fucking got it in like
It's like I
that.
pulled this out of my ass.
Yeah, he did that, right? No, so he pulled it out. They were just someone back in time explaining that, or somebody from back in time coming here, like he's like, man, I wish I could be in the clouds, or like earlier, I wish I was on that plane.
I wish
man.
I was on that plane, man. Me and Seto, right before we left, there's this plane in the sky, you know, and Seth's like pretending like he's smoking a cigarette, and he's looking at the plane, and he says, "I wonder where they're going."
Man, where do you think they're going on that plane?
Me and this fool went on a tangent. I was like, man, if I was on that plane, I could be anybody, go anywhere,
I could do
anything.
I could do anything. I could.
Oh,
put my
that's
mind to.
dope, dude. That's like
took that
a sea of
right
clouds.
after Christmas.
That day,
That's badass.
That day that we were
January
fucking
1st, I took that.
That's tight. Yeah, I
driving.
love that.
home
I love
or-
it when the sun's like that too.
Fuck. What was it when?
I wish I could. I wish I could be a boat. You're like, oh no, so you could be on the water all day. And he's like, no, like I wish I could just be the boat. Like I wish I could turn myself into a boat.
Stupid.
Bro, we're talking to dude. You know what's the funniest part about it is we're trying to beat the traffic. We're to come do the pod. We catch more traffic going the way that we went because we went through that construction zone. Remember that? That was when we had stopped at the Maverick right over there. Remember I got that icy that was just like fucking.
Oh, we went
pure
down
syrup.
Victory. We went down
Victory,
No
yeah,
way.
because we were gonna beat the
what's
connector.
around it?
The terrain, dude.
He's like sharks,
Well, no, it was, I'm like
alligators,
scorpions. I'm like,
There's a moat with alligators.
monsters,
Siberian tigers,
polar
dude.
bears.
So there's literally they got motherfucking
There's like a
I'm all like,
dragon.
motherfucking dragons.
There's Komodo dragons.
They got the fucking Denver airport lizard people. Like they got all that.
They got Luke Hang.
Gargoyles hanging out.
The new
That's
Springboks.
crazy.
They have the magic
You
school
know,
bus.
dude, you know what would be funny though is like low key, like you did escape, dude. Imagine you getting through all that, dude. And you were out in the free, dude. You just see all this shit. You're just like,
Just kill me
"Can you
now.
take me back? you take me back?
Hey, no.
They got the final boss is JoJo Siwa.
So, Seto, what did you do last night?
Well, if you really just want me to get into it, I guess I can. I guess I can tell you and explain.
No. You could say it one time and I'll bleep it.
No, I'm just Welcome back to the Golden Boys podcast, season 2. To my right, I got Yanni K.
Yo.
To his right, kind of, we have Red Summers.
What's up?
And to his right, we have Cody Morgan. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Season 2, bitch.
I guess it's not really called the Golden Boys no more. It's called the Collective, huh?
I guess I should have, the collective, yes.
Golden
this is-
Collective.
The Golden
right.
Collective.
No,
Collective.
it's just the collective.
Shit, how's everybody been, man?
Fuck. I haven't seen anybody since the last episode.
feel like I haven't
Except
seen
for
you-
I saw Seto yesterday.
I feel like I haven't
but-
seen you guys since the dark ages, man.
Bro, we've been
Yeah,
killing
it was basically before COVID. You know what I mean? That's how long ago it
It's
was.
like, I don't know, 1307, something like that. Whenever
What,
the plague was.
the Salem witch trials.
Yeah. Last time I saw y'all was in Massachusetts. I think we were hanging witches and stuff. I don't
We're
remember.
just vampires, dude. We just don't die, dude. We're just like, yeah, it is.
That'd be
man.
crazy.
That would be
200 years since I seen you, Seth.
Hey, we're fucking elves.
Last time I saw you,
How long
was-
do they live in fucking Lord of the Rings? Like
I think
800
they're
years?
immortal.
Oh, for real?
I think elves are. Because
That's crazy,
That's
bro.
part of it why like magic starts to fade from Middle Earth is like when all the elves leave. Because like I think the elves are a big reason why like they're going home back to their place across the water where like all the source of magic is. I think.
Is that where that new Amazon show? That's where they're at then, right?
Rings of Power.
Yeah, the
I
Rings
think-
of Power.
I think
Is
Rings of
that
Power
where-
is in the second age, like way before.
Question.
What's up?
So the area gives them power. Like they don't have power past that river, right?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think that they're innately powerful people. Like they're innately powerful, but like their homeland is like the source of their power.
So my question would be: is if somebody conquered their homeland, would they be able to take their power?
I don't think that's how that works.
Ways in
No.
their blood, maybe, I don't
Unless
know.
they take all their rings. Because you got to think.
Wait,
the elves have 3 rings that they get. I think the dwarves get what?
7.
Is it because the 7 dwarves or whatever?
The men get 9.
The men get 9 because that's the Nazgul.
Yep.
Or no, those are the
Race,
things
the ring race.
yeah, what are they called then?
The ring race.
It's
I have
just
no-
the
I have
9.
never
It's
watched
Lord of
it.
the
I
Rings.
have
No,
no
Lord of the
idea.
Rings. What is the 9 called?
I don't know.
Are they called Nazgul? What are they called?
I thought the Nazgul were the
Those are what they
flying
ride, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, the Nazgul.
Yeah, so those are the 9 that get the rings in the rings. It hasn't showed nothing yet about it. If you guys haven't watched this show yet, dude, crazy.
Rings
bro.
of Power.
Bro,
Well, the
it's
budget
so
for
crazy.
the show.
Wait,
is
so
nuts.
wait,
Dude, it's insane, bro.
So the movie and the show aren't
No.
really related.
No, they are.
So how come
it's
in
a
the movie?
prequel.
How come in the movie there's only one ring?
That's Sauron's ring that they're trying to go destroy.
So he has no power.
Not in there, but he's trying to get it back.
Yeah.
That's why. 'cause
That's
they-
the whole point of them destroying the
So
ring.
it
So
went,
right in this universe, all the ring or this story, right? All the rings are out right now.
It's just one
There's
letter.
3.
There's
Are you
3.
talking about in Lord of the Rings or Rings of Power?
Rings of Power.
So right now, what they're doing is they're doing a whole prequel before even The Hobbit. And this, so far, they've given out 3 rings to the elves, and then they're starting to make them now. But they haven't given nothing out. But when it goes to the Lord of the Rings, well, it goes to the Hobbit, and it doesn't talk nothing about the rings except for he finds it, and he's running around with the ring, and nobody else knows he has it. And then he gives it to Frodo, and they're like, "Hey, we need to destroy this motherfucker."
Yeah.
And then they go destroy.
Thanks, Gandalf.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, really.
But this show, dude, with Amazon make as much as they make, bro, and how much they put into this budget. If you guys have not watched, even the listeners, bro, if you guys have not watched this show, watch it.
I've seen the first couple episodes with my cousin, but
How many seasons are out?
It's
think
the
the
second
second
season
one
right now.
just dropped.
Dude, it's so good, bro.
Rings of Power.
Yes.
Rings
And
of
it's
Power.
about it's in
It's
the
the- it's
okay.
Lord of
So
the Rings.
what time setting is it compared to?
I
Lord
think
of
it's
the
the
Rings?
second age. So
I can't tell you
Lord
the
of Rings is
exact
third
years.
age.
How close
So
is
it
it to the
hasn't. So Lord of the
Silmarillion?
Rings hasn't happened yet.
No, this is a prequel to that.
Oh,
Even
okay.
before The Hobbit.
This is before
Oh,
the
this is
Silmarillion?
before everything.
Yes.
No, the Silmarillion is the start of everything.
Okay, so it's
The
after
Silmarillion,
that.
the Silmarillion is, as far as my understanding of it, and I haven't read that one, but it's the origin story of the Tolkien verse, basically. It explains about the elves, like that book. If I know that y'all don't like to fucking read.
I don't. I'm not about it.
I don't even think you can
should.
read.
Thanks, dude.
But I'm just saying, like, those Lord of the Rings books are really like gruesome to try to read. Like, the language is like confusing.
Weren't you trying to tell me that the Fellowship, like the first half? Oh no, this is my buddy Shane. He was telling me that the first half of the Fellowship is just the before Frodo even leaves the Shire.
Facts?
Yeah.
The first half of that book is just
Facts.
him running
So
around.
there's a lot of detail on
Everything,
building up
bro.
Frodo
Everything,
as a
bro.
character.
Like I've said before, I'll just touch on it again a little bit. But like, dude, the way that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote is everything is super descriptive, bro. So like it goes into detail like every time, and like hobbits eat a lot. I think it's something in the book they eat like 5 or 6 times a day. That's just what hobbits do. And dude, like in the first start of the book, it's like when they first set out on the journey, it's like it describes you. It's like 10 pages of what they're eating for their second breakfast or whatever.
Wow.
It's just so in depth, man. But it's interesting if you can get through it. I think it's cool. But dude, I
might have to one day.
I'm
bro, just
rereading The
'cause.
Fellowship right now.
Oh,
dude.
for real?
Right now, I'm doing it.
One of my buddies.
100
is-
pages.
I know you love reading books too.
Listen to the audiobook if you don't want to read it.
Facts. Well, I think that would even be more difficult.
Oh God,
I listened, dude, on my way to fucking North Dakota, I listened to the Russ's new book. I can't remember what it's called.
I think you were telling us about
Santiago.
this.
I think it's called Santiago.
I'm not sure.
That was his album, wasn't it? Wasn't that what his album was
What's
called?
his new book called?
What were you gonna say? My
Anyways,
bad.
I listened
My
to the
bad,
whole
bro.
thing.
No, I'm listening. I'm just listening.
Oh,
I just listened to it. It was like 4 hours long, and I
that's
listened.
not bad though.
No, it's not. I listened to it straight though. It was cool. It was
Well, like
dope.
you listen to like podcasts all the time
All
at work,
day,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
all day.
It would just be like that, but you just would have to
But
pay.
it's like a
Oh,
story.
yeah.
It would
and
mess up your work, I think, a little bit, because you'd be like, "Bro, fucking, they haven't even left the
shut up,
Shire
leave me
yet."
I just yell out.
But no, that's another thing too, bro. Because like in the movies, right, it makes it seem like it's been like one winter since Gandalf gives Frodo the ring, right? That's what it kind of alludes to.
I don't think it was the winter though.
But not the winter, but like, it shows
season?
It shows Gandalf going on all these crazy adventures,
Yep.
and you don't know how long this takes or whatever. But in the book, dude, he's gone for like 30 years. He's gone.
Oh yeah, because he gives the ring
to Frodo, and
and
he's
then it's
gone.
just
I
there.
thought I remember
He
hearing
hides it.
something that
Yeah.
the fellowship that when they were traveling and stuff like that was forever too.
Oh yeah,
Like when the whole team comes together and then they go out.
The
Like
whole
that.
journey's like 20 years
Yeah,
long.
yeah,
or
that's
something.
what I
real?
did hear.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
know how accurate it is, but I feel like I did hear that. We might have talked about that.
dude. This I was trying to argue. I argued this with Gavin before everybody showed up yesterday, bro, to record the press box.
Oh yeah, check
episode?
out Press Box by
Yup.
the way.
Fire.
Bro, we were talking about. I was like, dude, I don't, because you guys know I love Star Wars, bro. I'm a Star Wars nerd, bro, to my core. But I don't think there's a trilogy that touches the Lord of the Rings, bro. I'm saying that right now.
Trilogy?
A trilogy.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's
The Dark Knight.
Okay, that's a close one. That's we've deep dove on.
It's up there.
We've deep dove on that.
I do
but-
agree with you. I think Lord of the Rings really
bro,
does pass
because
everything.
I was
Trilogy for sure, but story
movies.
Harry Potter.
all
No, it's
day.
not true. No way.
What story then?
Star Wars is better than Harry Potter, I think. Dude, all Harry Potter is it's just like they're all like Jedi, but it's just like switch out the wands for lightsabers. Like the storylines are really run.
No,
very
to
similar.
me is like just the story of how it comes full circle is
The
crazy.
Harry Potter universe is one of the best.
I have a question, dude. Can we spin back for a second? So when you said Gandalf leaves for 30 years,
Something like that. It's a long
Does
time.
Frodo wait 30 years?
Yeah.
Before
Frodo
he goes?
doesn't even know what the ring is, bro.
But does it start to?
You're talking
does it
about
start to
from
mess
Bilbo?
with him? Like,
No.
So what happens? The only thing. So like
You're saying
when
Gandalf
Bilbo
leaves
leaves,
Bilbo and comes back 30
no,
years
no.
later?
No. Check this out. So when Bilbo leaves, the night that Bilbo leaves, and he gives the ring to Frodo.
Yeah.
Bilbo's gone. Everybody thinks Bilbo's dead, right? And he's just going off to live with the elves or whatever. And Bilbo in the books throughout his whole life, like hobbits already lived to be pretty, like, they live to be pretty old. But I think like Bilbo's like 150 years old.
'Cause of the ring.
And he looks like a young man, and the ring keeps him young. So like Gandalf, when he leaves, everybody thinks that Bilbo's dead. So all of their relatives, because they have relatives all over the Shire. That's just how the hobbits work. They all
Isn't there like 4 or 5 families in the Shire, right?
of the
Maybe more than
the
that.
big families.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff. Like Bilbo is really Frodo's cousin.
I thought he was his uncle.
Uh-uh.
His fuck.
But he adopts Frodo from like Merry and Pippin. Okay, so
That's his cousins. Then,
those
isn't
are
it?
his actual cousins.
Oh shit.
And so like Bilbo is all of their cousins.
Damn.
But like Frodo's parents
Just
die.
like the OG.
Yeah, but like Frodo's parents die or whatever, and he's like in a poor part of the Shire or whatever. Like they just do things differently down there. And Bilbo adopts Frodo, takes him to like this life of luxury. So when Bilbo leaves in the book, it's like in the coming months or whatever, all these families that are related to these guys, they come and they're trying to find these like this dungeon of gold that they think is buried underneath that hill, which there is. Like Bilbo still had tons of gold left that he just left to Frodo.
Well, how much? Because he didn't take no
But yeah,
gold.
Gandalf is gone for like 30 years. And they talk about how Frodo hasn't aged a day. And nobody can know why. They don't understand why Bilbo
So
and Frodo...
He's wearing the ring. The
No.
whole time.
No, he's just got it.
He has it in like a chest.
Yeah.
So it being in proximity to him keeps him young.
Yep.
Then? What?
That's what happened. Like
so that
So
was
is it like the last person to touch the ring?
no, it's just like in the presence of.
so,
So like the ring is so powerful, right? And it wants to be found.
But what if there's like it being in a chest though? Like there could be
Well, it's in
multiple
Bilbo's
people,
house.
There could be multiple people in the presence of it.
well, so
like,
that
what I'm
means
wondering-
Samwise wouldn't be. He wouldn't age it because he's his gardener.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm wondering is maybe it's the last person that like has physically touched it that it's
That's a good question.
I see what you're talking about now. Okay.
I couldn't.
Well, so-
I couldn't tell you that. Actually.
So what
That's a good
about?
question.
So what about when they go on the journey? Then after Gandalf comes back, like, hey, we got to go.
So in the books, when Gandalf is gone forever, that's when like in the movie he comes back and he lays
Right away,
everything
yeah.
out to Frodo.
But you said it takes like 30, like 20,
It takes,
30 years.
he's there for a long time, dude, waiting for Gandalf. But like decades, he's sitting there waiting for Gandalf to
Okay.
come back. And
He's
Gandalf
just going about his life. and
Gandalf
whatnot.
before he leaves is like he's like I'll come back for you.
Yeah.
And it talks about how like every season Frodo's like outside of his front door smoking his pipe, waiting for Gandalf to come. And then in the night he just shows up.
My question is what the hell is Gandalf doing for 30 years?
Dog.
Like, he's just like, hey, here's this ring.
He's finding out about the ring. That's
Well,
what
'cause
he's
it-
doing.
That's what he's
showed
doing.
us
Is that what he's doing?
That's
Because
what
he
he's
doesn't
doing.
know.
Okay.
He didn't know about it.
I thought he
didn't
was-
know. He had no idea what.
Well,
it
it
was.
shows too that he goes to Minas Tirith and goes into the library.
Through all those books.
yeah,
and he goes on
bro,
all
the
these
scrolls and everything,
Yeah.
bro.
That's what he's doing the whole
so,
time.
and then he finds the black speech or whatever, right?
The orc
The orc
tongue.
speech, yeah.
language, yeah.
But then, so the proximity thing.
Wait. This was my thought. Back to my bad. I was thinking about what I was going to ask. So in The Hobbit, when Gandalf is taken by Sauron and he's in that cage, that's the first encounter that he has with him, knowing that he's back, right?
So
It wasn't even Sauron. It was
No,
what's the other?
Sauron.
No, it was the other wizard.
No,
the
wasn't
White Wizard.
Yeah,
No, it was
wasn't-
Sauron. It was not Saruman. It was Sauron. That's like him coming back.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That was in the Hobbit. Yeah,
Saruman's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
leave Sauron to me.
You might know more about that than
So
me.
that's what I was saying is
Okay, so he knows that Sauron's there.
well, that's
then.
I thought that was his first understanding of that fucker being back. Like he's like, oh shit, you
Well,
know?
I think that everybody is quite aware of how bad that he is.
Yeah, but that was the first time they all seen him because that Elrond's there.
It's like he who's
I thought that they like made
Who's
him
the white?
like
What's the white
disappear.
girl's name?
Gladriel.
No.
Yeah, that was her, bro.
No, the other lady.
You're talking about Aragorn's lady.
No, she
Is it-
wasn't
I
there.
thought
I think
Gladriel-
it was the other
Gladriel
elf,
was-
bro. It was the other elf.
What's her name? The one that shows Frodo the Shire's all broken
Galadriel.
down. That's Gladriel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Galadriel.
Oh, I
That's
got her
Galadriel.
mixed up.
So I thought that they made him like disappear, like they did something and made him go somewhere else or whatever.
No, it's like Saruman is like he's like leave Sauron to me. It's like what I took that as. This is just me. Is that he was going to go out and try to stop him, and then he eventually linked up with him.
Yeah,
know?
was in partnership with him.
Yeah.
But
Right.
going back to the other question.
So
though.
Gandalf spent 30 years.
yeah,
He's
Studying
gone.
that.
We,
So-
we would have to Google the exact
Go
time,
ahead.
but he's gone forever.
So
I'll tell you that.
with
It's close
crazy-
to that.
with the proximity thing, and like what Cody said about the last person to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
If the whole fellowship takes, how long does it say it takes in the books?
I couldn't. It's so hard because I haven't read the last book ever.
Return of the King or
I've never
whatever?
read Return of the King.
Okay.
So like I don't know how long the process is, but as far as I know, dude, their whole adventure takes a long fucking time.
So
like they don't just hop over and go to
Well,
Mordor.
so what I was gonna say was, if it's proximity, then none of those fools would age at all.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is that makes no sense.
So what about homie who gets shot with the arrow and dies?
That's Boromir.
Boromir is infatuated with the ring too.
But he's a man.
He's a man.
man.
Like
yeah.
That's why.
that's
so
a man,
in
elves, dwarves.
Yeah, okay.
In the-
I didn't put. Yeah,
in the Rings of Power, bro, they talk about it that the men are so
They're greedy.
and they want power.
That's why all of them are like, except Aragorn, really, if you think about
well,
it.
because he's the true king, bro.
He's like, oh,
That's right. Yeah. That's
so
right.
so
Damn,
what's it called?
dude.
That's why the elves, they're not greedy, bro. They just want to live their lives and do their own thing. They don't want outsiders. And dwarves,
they're just selfish to their people, you know.
both
Just
kinds,
dwarves
bro.
and elves, yeah.
And they don't even like each other.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
men, they're like, all right, well, let's go fucking conquer everything. Let's just be who we are.
Yeah.
And that's why they're greedy. But yeah, go on.
No, before I lose this, if that's the thought of being in the vicinity of the ring, what the fuck happened to Smeagol?
yeah, but nobody
You
else.
see what I'm
He's
saying?
lived forever, though.
No, but he looks like shit. But but I mean, like, he's just ugly.
The thing with
you know?
Smeagol, dog, is like you got to understand how he even came into possession of that ring.
When he's fishing
Well,
or whatever.
that raises the question
Yeah.
of how old is Smeagol again?
He's old, dude. He is old as fuck.
Homeboy Magneto, he also plays Magneto, Ian, whatever. He's coming back to play Gandalf.
How?
yeah.
Kaiser,
I
are you
said as
looking
long
that
as
up?
he's alive, nobody
no
else
one
is
else is
playing
gonna put that
Gandalf.
hat on. No
That's
way.
nobody could do it. Nobody could.
So how?
Okay. All right.
Okay, I want to hear this for real.
Okay, so I put how old is Gollum? It says in the Lord of the Rings, Gollum, also known as Smeagol, is almost 600 years old when
That's
he
what I'm
meets
saying.
Frodo.
590 years old. That's why he looks like that, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he looked great for the first 200 years, and it's downhill from there,
But
dog.
too, like in the Lord of the Rings,
Wasn't he
bro,
also in a cave the whole time?
but he had the
Yeah,
ring for 600 years, or like he had that ring probably
like
500
550
something.
or something like
Well,
that.
do you think-
he was young when he found it, or when he killed his
so
brother.
how old was he when he lost the ring?
Well, when he meets Frodo, that's when he
he meets Bilbo.
Probably
so,
650.
Well, how many years before?
but if
Lord of the Rings was The Hobbit?
if
50?
there's 30 years that
probably
ring
sounds
is
right.
in the shrine,
So he's like 500 years old, bro, roughly.
more, more.
So
than
he had that ring for a minute, dude.
But that whole time that he has the ring too, it's like you see throughout when Frodo even has it, and Frodo being so pure of heart, you know what I mean? He has it the whole time, and even towards the end, dude, like when they're in that big volcano, and Sam's like, "Throw that shit, Frodo!"
Dog, him holding on to it, dude. You're just like, oh,
and then Frodo just looks back and he's like, "Nah." Get rid of it. At that time, though, like in the movies, I don't know exactly how many years it is. You know, like I'd be lying to you if I told you how long.
They
that
look
adventure
rugged,
is.
bro. They
But,
look
dude,
rugged.
They've been through the ringer. He's had to put the ring on multiple times throughout
Yeah.
the thing, and he's the sole carrier of it. It's like, dude, like that would put a strain on anybody.
But
man.
we also got to think he also got stabbed while he was in that state
but
by the leader of the Nine.
True.
But Sam also had that ring, and it started messing with him a little bit too.
Yeah,
I don't think it ever did though.
Yeah, it messed with him a little bit.
I think it did mess with him a little bit.
Yeah, because I remember.
Oh, it messed with
he
him
was
with
trying to
Smeagol.
hold it.
I don't think.
Nah,
it
he was paranoid, but he was paranoid for the right reasons.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know
for
if that
sure.
was the ring.
But he knew the ring was doing something to Frodo too.
Yeah.
He knew
Yeah.
that.
You
He
can
knew.
see it in the Return of the King for sure. Like you could see the exact.
half of over half is just Frodo and Sam the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like the most boring part of those movies was when,
Don't
like,
ever fucking even say
the
anything.
trees scene, like when they're just talking and talking and talking.
the
'Cause
ants?
the trees.
Dog, those
talk
fools are so badass, though,
They are.
dude.
They're sick. I love the scene when they're actually beating ass.
I
But
can understand
the
what you're
whole
talking
time
about.
leading up to it. It's like, dude, these guys are just talking, and they're old men like trees talking.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
like,
remember-
dude, speed this up.
Do you remember when they're talking about it and he's like, "So, what's the word?" He's like, we know that you're not orcs or whatever."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, what about the war?" He's like, "Oh, let me go talk to him again."
Yeah. I like it too, where he's calling them little orcs. That's
Yeah.
why he's beefing with them at first.
Yeah.
He's like, these little fucking bastard orcs.
Yeah,
The
dude, he's all
tiniest
mad.
orcs I've ever fucking seen. You know? But no, bro, like all of Lord of the Rings is so dope. But like Bilbo. So like Bilbo has it for like 40, 50 years, you know? And he's not putting it on all the time, I don't think. But at that moment where Gandalf tries to take it from him or does take it from him.
It shows the black, like the shadow. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that. But he looks like Gollum in that scene.
Yeah.
He looks like what Gollum looks like.
Dude, the trees talking.
Hey, it was
on that
longer
scene,
than
like,
5 minutes, bro.
It was.
We had a bet on how long it would take for you to ask for a vape.
What? Because I'm shaking.
I said 5 minutes.
Dude, no, but because I'm shaking right now. I'm like, dude, I'm so excited to have a beer later. I'm literally shaking.
Well, no, I think that's addiction.
I'm like, no,
I'm salivating. It's like, hey man, let's just cut the pod right here.
I'm just like looking at Seth like this, like. Well.
It's like, hey guys, we're gonna take a little 5-minute break.
But no, bro, like Lord of the Rings really is like one of the best universes ever created.
And it's still going on, bro. They're still adding to it.
You have to think about how smart. Like this is always what I think about. Like who's the guy? George Martin or R. Martin that wrote Game of Thrones.
George R.
Dude, that's a cold series.
But
too,
imagine
bro.
that. Imagine how long that takes, bro. To like. That's what I respect about
the South Park episode when they're making fun of him, dude. This shit is so funny.
But dude, like some of those people are some of the most patient creators ever. People that write books.
Yeah.
Like,
It takes him years, bro. Like,
dude, he wrote 3 different languages. 4. I
It took
think if you
J.K.
count
Rowling.
Elvish.
It took J.K. Rowling how many years to write Harry Potter?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you that.
they were still making movies when
I'm
she was
sure
just
a
finishing it
decade.
up. So it was like the 90s. I think.
No, but how long did it take her to write it? Because I remember she was homeless, wasn't she? She was riding in her
I
car.
don't know.
I thought she was
I
riding.
bet
in
it's
her
like
car.
90. She probably started writing it like 99
I
or
might be wrong,
97 or
but-
something like that, I think. Or maybe. I don't know.
I thought she was.
That's what I'm
cause
guessing.
Because the movie came out. Oh, you said she finished it in 99?
No. Like
Oh.
she was probably majority done with it around that time.
17 years.
Yeah, it took her
7, but
17,
when did she start? Does it say?
No.
And she was homeless for a while, I think. If I'm
Because there's that picture, that famous picture of her in the coffee shop. and
It took
she's
her
writing
6 years to write the first book.
That's crazy.
But you got to
bro.
think though, if you get that good story like that in the first, I think it just
easier
starts
to
rolling,
branch
bro.
off, yeah.
Obviously, it took
So-
it took 11 years to write 6 books.
That's crazy.
but 6 for one, and then
800
my
page
question-
books.
Yeah.
My question is what's next? So like, do you treat like, so say you write this book, it takes you 6 years, right? You write that first book, and it's open to continue a whole new saga. Do you treat it like a single of like a music and try to promote the fuck out of it? Like, what's the next step for a person who writes?
dog. I think if you got a story,
Like, how do you get that story out there to where it's
get
like,
it
hey, how
publishers?
do we get it like movies? How do we get
when
get
was
this big?
look up when the first book was released?
And those but publishers, publishing
it's
companies,
2000.
publishing companies push books out like that. Like you pay publishing companies to go through and make the book or print the book or whatever, distribute the book, promote the book. Like that's like, to me, that's what my understanding of that would be.
How do you think you get your? Do you think it's easy to get your book in like all stores like Barnes and Noble?
Dog,
So-
you got
I don't know,
everybody
man.
can be a fucking number one seller. Like they can pay for that now.
Yeah.
And everybody can be a
like,
number one
no,
seller.
No lie, like on someone's laptop, if we just keep writing for like, who knows, however long it takes to finish what, like if we just came up with a story. Like,
Bro, we have a story.
we did.
We
Yeah,
have a
like-
story.
you know what I was also thinking is that now that we got this camera, bro, we can literally make a TV show. Like not even like a TV show, but like
That's how workaholics
like
are made.
yeah,
Exactly,
I'm
bro.
saying like have you ever seen The Real Bros of Simi Valley? Like
It's
that
awesome.
fun,
yeah.
dude. Like
Or awesome show. My bad. Movie.
we could do
The movie's funny. The
could-
movie's fucking hilarious.
I will say
it's
this
like
real
a-
quick. So
Oh, they did come out with a movie, huh?
No, it took J.K. Rowling approximately sometime between 1990 to 1995 or 6 is
To write the first one.
and so
Damn,
it
I was
probably
way off then.
1996 or 7
But
is
then
when I
there's
wrote
Because
first-
it's set. Harry Potter is set
in the 90s.
Yeah,
But
it
then
is in the 90s.
hey, nobody even talked about the Bulls run though. I'm just fucking with
No,
you.
it's not. It's,
Yeah, where was the mention of Michael Jordan,
it's
JK?
set in the 70s, bro.
No, it's
No, that's
set in the
the
90s,
90s.
bro.
I don't think so,
no,
man.
it's,
I'll
no,
put
it's in the
$5 on it
90s.
right now.
Yeah,
I wanna say it's
Gentleman's
90s.
Bad.
Oh,
yeah?
Gentleman's bet.
No,
I'll say the 90s because of the buses and stuff used in London.
No,
So-
I like I.
So I think what the
positive.
first movie, so philosophers.
1971 to 1998.
Shut the fuck up.
yeah.
I was like,
I think
dude,
the first
Mandela effect.
The first movie came out in what, 99?
2000 somewhere around there.
One of those few years or whatever, but yeah.
So then she went from taking 6 years on one book to
But you gotta think, bro. She's just
But
rolling
you,
out.
you,
Bumping out
you,
books.
you gotta
Having
you gotta
one of the
realize
most-
though, after that first book was probably her herself, 6 years. I guarantee you the next ones after that, she probably had some help with some other writers.
There
and
might be
stuff.
writer
'Cause if
credits.
if that
Dude,
first
I don't
one
know.
popped off, she probably like they were like, hey, this is really good. Let's go with
I
it.
think she
take- how
okays
can we-
everything
how
though.
can-
that
I
Yeah,
she
take
no,
writes.
writers. I take writers as like not in a bad way, but like really selfish people.
'Cause she
'Cause
probably-
you want it one specific
Well, she
way.
probably
you know?
she probably got to the point where she could stand up and just talk her idea out, and then there's someone like, okay, let me write that
typing it.
down.
Oh,
Let me write
that
this
would
down.
take. That would
That's
honestly
the point.
save a lot of
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
That would make more sense than her sitting there and then.
Well, George, what's George R.R. Martin? How
and
many
then-
of those
and then
books
and
exist
then
For what?
for Game of Thrones?
There's 8 seasons.
But as books though,
I haven't even looked into
because
that,
bro, like
dude.
all,
they're books.
yeah, they originate from books.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my dad's read all of them though, dude, and I've seen one of them, and it's like that. Like they're
Your dad
thick.
doesn't take me for a reader type.
He's
I ain't
done a
gonna
lot
lie
of
to you.
prison time.
Fair
and I
enough.
think
He
that's
literally
fair
just
enough.
read. He literally called you out about it earlier.
What?
Said, you guys don't look like you guys read books.
You know I read though. This fool knows I read books.
Dude, this fool told me when he was like, dude, I read like 9 books when I was inside. I was like, fuck.
I read
bro.
more. Well, this last time
probably-
overall, bro. Because I was keeping a list because I wanted to like show people, be like, yeah, motherfucker, I got check this out, fucking ding, ding,
It's
ding,
all like
ding, ding.
fucking 1,000-page books and,
And,
shit.
and when I was getting transferred to the work center from the dorms at county, I fucking lost that paper. And I read more too when I was there, but I just lost all. I just lost 12 books I read or something stupid.
You never
10 or
lost
12.
them. You just lost the paper.
I probably
Yeah.
would do the same thing as just read.
That's all I did.
Bro,
dude.
yeah.
Read and probably do push-ups.
Read and play chess. That's all I did all day.
chess,
and,
dude.
and
Yeah,
bet
I
on
would probably
sports.
play a lot of chess.
I haven't beat this fool since fucking he got out. I'm just letting you know that.
Chess is a fun game. I
I'm
used
telling
to
you,
go hard.
I caught a lot of L's.
I bet.
There was
That's
this-
one of those games you have to catch L's to get good though.
There was
Yeah,
this
no, you gotta.
Cat
Well,
Jermaine.
there's like certain moves too, like that you learn. Like you can literally study how to like do moves on chess to set people up to.
Well,
I
check.
got a whole book. I got a whole chess moves book, like different
You're so
openings.
gay, dude.
and that's why
Dude,
you and it's like one of the hardest things too is recognizing what your opponent's trying to do to you. Like that's like how you're gonna defend it, because if you can tell that he's trying to do, I think it's called castle or something. He's castling. And
where you don't, as long as your king doesn't move.
yeah, and you know like
There's
how,
either a
okay,
short castle or a long castle, depending on what side the king's on and shit. Yeah,
gonna say, that sounds
you know
like a
how to
dirty
play
movie.
chess. Yeah, you seem like you'd be all right at chess.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I used to play. So when I was in middle school, my 8th grade year, there was this kid that always stayed inside and played chess during lunch.
Dog, that
instead
fool's
of going
probably
to
smart as
recess.
fuck.
Well, he went to jail a couple times.
Oh,
and
okay,
stuff,
gotcha.
But he is smart. Like he's not dumb. And I used to just go in there and play against him like every now and then I started playing with him like literally like 3 times a week during lunch.
That's badass.
it's more.
though.
It's like a muscle though, man. You know
Yeah,
what
no,
I mean?
and he
Yeah.
was good, and he beat my ass every time.
Like I
but
bet you, if I
got him-
played you right
I
now,
got
I'd
him
probably
once.
lose. Like when's the last time you played?
No, it's been, dude. I haven't played him forever, bro.
He's been my last game. Whenever we played that,
You
Did you
probably
bring over a
beat me.
chessboard to the house then, right? That was a while ago.
That's how- yeah, that was a
Dude,
while ago.
Speaking of that, there's a guy I know. Well, I don't know him, but a guy I follow. His he has this brand called Street Fever. But he posted on his story that he beat a grandmaster in chess on the New York. He's like a famous chess player on the New York like streets or whatever. Like
That'd be so tight to go play in the park
you know
there,
how people
bro.
just play out.
they're called
like,
savants. They're
yeah,
like,
or whatever those are
Yeah, there's
called.
like a name for them.
But I guess this guy's like very well known for being a very good chess player, and he didn't beat him. He drew with. It was a draw.
that's almost, if you could do that with a really smart person,
Yeah, that's
bro,
what I'm saying. Like
that's almost like better. Like
yeah,
I'd
it's
almost like
dude.
that
Oh,
more.
we're like he's like you didn't beat me.
Yeah.
like that. You
But
know
we're
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
same
Like,
level. That
he
means
just
like
he just competed with one of the best chess players out
the
there.
world.
Oh, yeah.
and he didn't. That guy couldn't beat him.
there's some guy named like Maxim. I think the best in the world.
Magnus.
Magnus.
Yeah, that's the
Magnus.
guy that I know.
That guy
Magnus
is-
Carlsen.
Magnus
Magnus
Carlsen.
Carlsen, that's who it is.
Dude, he's
that is a chess name right
that is
there.
No,
bro,
there
that-
was a
dude, that's
chick in
that's
Russia,
a
dude.
Smart dude, right there.
there-
A chick in
there's
Russia
videos-
killed. She tried to kill her opponent with like putting like cyanide on the chess piece.
What the fuck?
Yeah, look it up. I swear to God, it was. I literally just seen this probably a couple weeks ago. She got caught on like on the camera, and you like see her like kind of like look around, and then she goes up and there's like dabbles some shit on there, and yeah, they caught her. She was trying to poison her opponent.
Dog, what the fuck just beat him?
That's what I mean,
Wait,
in all
all that
honesty,
time all
yeah.
the time you put into trying to kill this bitch.
You could have
just-
been into fucking
could've
trying
just
to
got
win
better.
this shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's like, dude.
Looking up all the cyanide shit.
It's like a
Yeah.
whole movie, like a heist. She's doing it's 2 hours long.
How do I handle cyanide?
Isn't
It's
there
like,
isn't there like a famous move called like the Queen's Gambit or something like that?
that's like
Yeah,
there's a show.
There's a show called
I saw that.
Queen's Gambit
I've
as
seen the
well.
show, but isn't that a move?
I believe it's based on the move. Yeah,
Yeah, the
itself.
Queen's
the Magnus Carlsen dude. That one video I was watching, it was like he was playing like 8 games at one time, like going
Fuck
around to
that,
the board, and then he
dude.
would like make a move, hit the button, and then he would go make a move, hit the button.
all
and he was just
time
beating these
games
fools,
too.
man.
That's the thing, dude.
Smoking them, dude. I'm like, what?
Like
Dude,
competitive
you know-
chess is crazy.
Do you know how they're good is when Magnus Carlsen shows up to a timed event late like 4 minutes late,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't care.
He's already
And they
drinking
only,
3
what,
beers.
how
He
many-
shows up late.
You get like 5 minutes total, don't you? Or
You know
something
this
like
fool?
that?
You
For
ever
your
heard of this
time?
fool?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
He
not-
was, just like some backstory on him is he was like a kid prodigy. Like
playing
since he
chess
was
since
young,
he was fucking
bro.
2 years old.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
was smoking. There's like from my
Frogs?
understanding, Russians are really
Toads?
good at chess. It's like there's a couple of like famous ones that he beat when he was a kid, and then he just made it run through.
Do you think?
But when you look at this fool, if you should see,
I'll
a picture,
check it out tonight.
When you look at this fool, you're like, okay,
But he also
I
he,
can see you playing chess.
he
bro.
also-
Yeah.
you look cold.
he also got beat by I'm pretty sure a young like prodigy coming up.
Maybe, probably, man.
think-
See, what's funny about us talking about the chess thing is that used to pop up on my suggested, dude, and I would just watch it. I have no idea what's going on. I have no clue what's
You know
going
what pops
on.
up all the time for me, bro? It's kind of the same. Is fucking pool.
Oh, do you have
I
to
love
pull
pool.
trick shots?
No, not even just pool trick shots, bro, but just them sinking. Dude, there's like tournaments that pop up on my phone. I'm just watching, bro, because I love playing.
There's this
pool,
one.
dude. I
There's
love
this
it.
one younger guy. He's like, I think he's like Cambodian or something, like something along those lines. He just smokes a stove and he plays pool, dude. And he's clean, bro. It just looks so smooth. Like if you ran into that guy at the bar,
You're done,
you'd be like, oh man,
dude. When we went to Utah for those fights, bro, these 2 dudes that me and Red played, they had their own pool sticks. And they were running the table before we got there, and then we showed up and we beat them, bro. And we were like, "Hey, you want to play another game?" They're like, "Nah, we're good." And they started packing up their pool cues and just left.
It's a-
dude.
I'm really not good.
It says,
I'm really not that good.
It says Magnus Carlsen played against the how do you even say this? Prodigious?
I have no idea.
Prodigious?
I'm not a scientist, man.
Is that Prodigious, right?
I
All right, we're going with Prodigious.
Okay.
German talent Vincent Kamar, who was 18 in the 4th round of the FIDE World Cup 2023, where he lost.
What is FI?
Efren Reyes. Sorry, Filipino, not Cambodian. I was wrong. That's his name.
So he
Efren
lost to an
Reyes.
18-year-old kid who's also like a
Grandmaster?
prodigy.
Side note, question real quick. If I turn off the hotspot on my phone, do you think that would fuck up the recording?
No, you're on Logic.
It wouldn't fuck it up? Okay. My bad. Side question.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I like chess. Like to become a grandmaster at chess, you have to be genius level like intellect. Like that doesn't just happen. You know what I mean?
It's tied to hella high IQ, isn't it?
I would assume so. Really smart. The best people that play chess in the world are genius people, man.
Isn't high IQ tied to good memory as well?
I think your IQ
Or a lot of
It's the
psychedelics.
ability to like your overall ability of intelligence. I think it's like how much you could take in is what IQ
you could,
is.
but then you can argue like, okay, like, but that means that you can just memorize a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
I don't think. I don't think.
So-
I think. I don't think IQ would be like
So say something. Say
strict off of memory, but
Well,
it
you-
might have something to do with it. For
100%.
sure.
Like you can't. I mean, but at the same time, it's like okay. So with some people, like right, you get a math problem and there's an equation to do it, and you have to memorize that equation to solve other problems that are just like it, right? Well, once you get that memorized, those are all easy to you. But to someone who can't remember the the pattern of what to do or what's next, they're going to keep getting that answer wrong. So you can tie that into like
I get what
maybe
you're- I get what
someone
you're talking about.
if somebody just is watching TV and they know that if a cat has 3 colors, it's automatically a female cat because males can't have more than can't have 3 colors.
Are you like pulling that out of your ass?
No,
Or-
that's a real thing.
What?
true?
Yeah, males can't have 3 colors.
Really?
Male
They can only
cats.
have 2 colors?
Yeah, or I don't know if it's only 2, but I know males can't have 3.
Weird.
IQ stands for intelligence quotient, and in short, it is a measure of a person's reasoning ability. In other words, an IQ test is supposed to gauge how well someone can use information and logic to answer questions or make predictions.
And see, I
Okay,
feel like
so it's not off memory then.
But all
So
that,
it is-
but
it's
all
like as
that
much as
comes
you can
from
soak up.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like, so say like me, I'm watching something and I don't retain the information, but somebody who actually is like, maybe that's just how their brain is wired, where whatever they hear, it just stores up here. You know what I'm saying? Like where someone like us, like we're just listening, it just goes right over our head. You know, like oh shit, that was funny, and then boom, or blah blah blah. But somebody who's maybe the way they function is just a little bit different, and all that information they hear it just stores. So that way when something pops up, they just know. Like
Okay, so here's
what I'm saying? Like,
here's
I'm understand. I wish
Here's
I
a
would have
question for
taken
you
an
then.
IQ test. Have you ever taken one?
I've
before?
taken an IQ test. I scored.
What was your
decent.
score?
I wasn't like super high, but I wasn't.
where do you
low.
can you just take it online? Do you have to pay for it or no?
You can just take an IQ. There's,
Shit,
I mean, there's
I
a
might
bunch of
take it.
I
different.
wonder how accurate.
Should we
some
all
of
do? I bet we could all do it right
It's
now.
like
No, let's not do
It's
it
like
right
what
now.
vegetable
it
are
takes
you?
like 5 minutes.
Those quizzes.
All right, Cody, I got a question for you then, because obviously we both do the same job, just different, like a different way a little
Todd
bit. then.
has 2 apples. He gives one away.
I'm like,
So
he's got 4
Put a
apples. now.
square into a
said-
triangle.
you said you're in your 3rd year of school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, for your job, are you guys ever having to like bend like make offsets or cut metal down at all, or no? Or do you guys already get everything that you need and just install?
I don't do anything with ductwork.
Oh, you don't?
Everything I do is refrigeration and piping, copper piping.
Okay, so we do completely different things then.
Yeah.
All
so
right,
I mean,
gotcha.
but I mean, I work obviously around
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff, and I
I got
know,
you.
like, I see a guy, I know what it like, I know how it functions and stuff, and how it works.
So you're not going to school for that necessarily?
No,
then?
I'm in
Okay.
school for just HVAC in general.
So
I
when
mean,
you see it get
technically
installed,
yes,
you have a
but
high
HVAC
IQ.
in general, bro. Like,
Okay.
like I'll be able to like I already can, like, but I'll be able to like go to someone's house and install a whole new AC unit for them. At their
Okay.
house.
Okay. Because like,
The only thing, but what I do need to learn, like that I'm not good at, or because I've never done it, is ductwork. I've never made ductwork. I never have installed ductwork. I've never, but
Done any
I've
kind of
just
fabricating.
Yeah,
like
I just,
know-
but I've been around it.
do you know like PSP? Have you ever heard of that term?
No.
So it's like, so out of Micron, it's like a coating that they use for all their tools, and we have to like, it like can't get messed up, or else we got to patch it or throw it away. And there's like orders that are like 80 grand of just metal, and it's just like maybe like 20 feet, 30 feet. But depending on what's a part of that 20, 30 feet, it's just going to hike up the price. But we have to like get it down to a T and make offsets, go around tools and whatnot. And it's just like,
So are you just making the ductwork? Do you do installs too?
so this tool we're on right now, we're running like maybe 100 feet of pipe of PSP that we have to cut down. Like, it's hard to
Do
describe.
you install it too?
I'm installing it, but I'm not. We ordered it, but we have to cut it down to the size that we need.
Yeah.
Like the elbows and the 45s that we get, they're already pre-made.
Oh.
But if we need a cut piece, we cut out of the stock that we have and then have to roll it and do everything we have to do, like testing and whatnot. But the shop does all the fittings that we need. So we have people already that make all the fittings that we normally need, except for if we need to cut it down, we got to cut it down.
Yeah.
So I thought we did kind of the same thing, but all right, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
Dude, funny story. This is completely off topic, but today my buddy at work, he's all Helen Keller, dude. He's all, she was the blind and deaf one, right? And I was all, yeah, like she's blind. Yeah,
Supposedly.
I was all, she was, yeah, that dude. That's what my other buddy said. That's what my other buddy said too. He's all, yeah, that's what they say. But then he's all like, dude, if she's blind and deaf, how the hell did she hide from the Nazis? And I started laughing.
You know they
dude.
said that bitch flew a plane.
And then he was all like, oh wait, no, he's all, my bad, no, I'm thinking of Anne Frank. I'm thinking of Anne Frank. It was so funny, dude.
That's a cold.
Dude,
Oh my
I was
God.
laughing so hard, dude.
He's like Helen
He's all,
Keller's attic.
He's all, how the hell? How the hell did she? How did she hide from the Nazis?
How the fuck she write that book?
Dude,
Timestamp,
that's the thing.
timestamp.
They said she gave speeches and stuff.
Oh my god.
Dude, and now your new president, Helen Keller, for her inaugural address, and she's like,
It just so happened. it just so happened that her
That's
fucking,
diabolical, bro.
Sorry, bro, but I don't even think Helen Keller was real, dog.
her interpreter, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Her interpreter had the same exact political views as her.
Is it? Yeah, just so happens.
Of course.
Helen Keller's
Helen Keller,
beliefs
who are
did
you
not
voting
get put
for?
out.
She says,
Oh my god.
sorry. This is no bash to like any deaf or blind people at all. I'm just saying I truly, in my heart, don't believe that this chick ever flew an airplane. That's what they say that she did.
They said Helen Keller flew a.
Oh wait, that's
fucking
Amelia Earhart.
Stop. We gotta go somewhere, dude.
Okay. Anyways,
We're canceled.
But
We're-
like, if that stuff is legit, dude, like getting through your life and doing all these cool things in your life, if that's legit, it's like you try to do that blind and deaf. You could.
Yeah.
Didn't she fly off and never come back?
That's Amelia Earhart.
Yeah,
Got
didn't
lost
she?
flying over the Atlantic.
Yeah.
They
That's
think
crazy,
they think she
bro.
crash landed on this island and was eaten alive by crabs.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know. I just-
I'm on. He's like eaten alive by werewolves. I'm
honestly,
like,
I did. I think I'm pretty sure I pulled that out my ass because I read a theory of somebody saying that.
We got lost over
because
the
they
Bermuda
did find
Triangle.
they found
Is that where the Atlantic? That's over the Atlantic, bro.
yeah, I thought she
Okay.
got
well they
lost in the
found
Bermuda Triangle.
human remains on this island and they
that
said
could
it was
be
like
anybody.
but they said it was like a female skeleton.
Did they find the plane?
I don't know. Well, the thing is that she would have crashed in the ocean. The plane would be in the ocean. And she probably
I think
would've
it's next to the
went to the
Titanic.
island.
no.
I'm just like,
No.
I don't know. Let's go find out. Who want to take a submarine?
Amelia Earhart's plane crashed into the Titanic.
Dude, have you guys ever seen Without a Paddle? It's like let's go.
That's
We
one of the
gotta
best.
do this. We gotta do this.
that's
for
an
you.
I
under-
dubbed thee King Joseph the Ninth or whatever. He's like, thanks for breaking glass from my kid's plane.
No, he's like, no, yeah.
At least I'll get my boat back.
He's like, what is he? What are you, stage 4, 5? He's like, yeah, put those together. He's like, I don't care.
45. Never lost a man.
At least I'll get my boat back.
Yeah.
dude, that's an underrated fucking comedy.
I think we talked about it on a couple.
But going on an
pods
adventure like that would
without
be
a paddle.
fucking tight.
Yeah, we
dude.
got to do it for Seth. For Seth.
We should do some shit
Seth
like
would
that,
want
bro,
us
and
to
get
find.
like.
Seth would want us to find out where Amelia Earhart went.
He's just in the bathroom or something.
Was it
like we're
D.B.
talking like
Cooper or
he's not
whatever,
here.
when
D.B.
they
Cooper.
looked for him?
I think that's based on a true story.
It
That's
is.
legit.
It is
Yeah.
100%. But
The
they
man
never
stole the money
found him.
and jumped out of the plane.
They never found him.
Crazy, man.
Should we try and find something and then go on an adventure?
Let's just go try to find Bigfoot.
Well, they think he got away. I think they think he got away, right? They think
Yeah.
that he actually lived and got away.
They never found anybody.
I thought they
him.
found like his treasure in that movie.
Okay, what about this? What if
the
we're
movie,
talking
in
about
the
people,
movie.
people who got
Fair
away?
enough, it
What
is a
about?
movie.
Do you think the guys who escaped Alcatraz got away?
We talked about this on one
They
of the
sent,
last
they,
episodes.
they,
Sorry.
They sent a letter. They sent a letter.
yeah.
Oh, but yeah, was it real though?
They said you never caught it.
I mean,
Bro, what's
I
that
could've said
conspiracy that you were talking about that you wanted to talk about?
Which one?
In your notes, which one is right? Like, what are one of those
Let me
conspiracies?
look, dude.
Because you sent them,
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like,
I know what you're talking about.
oh.
Okay, so I'll give credit. I saw it on a short or a clip or whatever on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
So I don't remember the pod or whoever it was that did it, but it's SpongeBob, right? Okay. And they said that it's just a theory. It's obviously fucking somebody probably like, oh, let's just fucking get some views or some shit.
SpongeBob is gay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, they probably made it like that. But it said that Mr. Krabs, in Bikini Bottom, that it's powered by crab meat or whatever. Like something with the crabs powers all of Bikini Bottom. And it never shows Pearl's parents besides another whale that's in jail. And it shows that Mr. Krabs is obviously Pearl's parent. How the fuck would that happen? You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
But in this theory that the guy was saying is that Mr. Krabs killed her mom and it like supplied power for everything because it's
For
a
the
whale.
blubber.
For the blubber or
Yeah.
whatever it was,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And then he was only keeping Pearl around by buying her stuff. So then whenever Bikini Bottom fucking went down, he could kill Pearl and boom, he's got more power or some shit. That was just the theory that I saw, and I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy.
I've never heard that one before.
See,
That's
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
wicked.
I was just thinking about it.
I've heard a bunch of them that Mr. Krabs is mad evil though. Like a
He's
crabby.
fucking greedy,
Why don't,
dude.
where are the other crabs at?
There's none. Well, his parents.
Dude, his daughter's not even a crab.
That's what I just said, Cody.
Oh, is his parent? Does his parents show up?
I think once or twice, maybe.
SpongeBob's?
I
No,
never
no.
watched
Mr.
SpongeBob
Krabs.
like that. To be
Mr.
honest.
Krabs' parents.
You never seen SpongeBob?
Oh, I've seen SpongeBob. But I don't.
Yeah,
dude,
no,
I
his
watched when
parents.
I was
His
a
parents
kid.
showed up
Showed
one
up a few
time.
times. A few times
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was just a theory I thought of.
Well, I've seen one of them too, where it was like talking about how like you don't see many crabs around or anything, and like the whole Krabby Patty is why it's so good. Is they're feeding people crabs. They were like it's a burger or whatever, but that's one of the theories.
The
that
That'd be
human-
crazy though,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, dude, think about a Bikini Bottom.
What tangent?
Where are you
Crabs.
going with?
Bikini Bottom crabs. That's weird.
We'll be right back.
Hey, you look like
Brings us in today's sponsor. Are you itching your crotch a lot?
you might
Dawn
have
dish soap.
crabs.
Wait, what's that?
Use Dawn dish soap.
No, wait, hold on. What's that? What's that stuff that like makes your hair fall off?
Nair.
Nair. Are you having itches down below?
Just get
Try
rid-
Nair.
Get rid of
What
all
is
the
what is
hair
it
in your
called?
pubic
Nair?
area.
What is Nair?
Nair. It's like a cream, and you rub it on you, and it literally makes
Takes all your hair
takes
off.
all your hair off.
People have done it as jokes, like put it in people's shampoo bottles and shit.
Oh, I'd
And
be
they'll
so
your
pissed.
hair will literally fall out.
Yeah.
That is diabolical.
Yeah.
That is insanity.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad, dude.
But like imagine, bro, imagine you and your girl are fighting or something.
Oh,
Dude, that happened to my
God,
bro.
dude.
That happened to my homie,
Oh.
bro.
What? Oh, he got Nair rubbed on him?
But he didn't go like they told him before he'd used it. But yeah,
What? Oh,
like
okay.
they sabotaged his. It was a mad ex-girlfriend, and they sabotaged his shampoo bottle. But then she felt bad and told him before he used it.
Oh, bro, I'm going to jail over something like that. I swear. I'm burning
So
the
you
house
lose your
down.
hair forever?
No, it just falls out.
well, so like I have my uncle and my brother, and they're both bald. My uncle is like close, but he's got like a little thin bit of hair. He just shaves it because he's already losing his hair. But my brother bicks his fucking head, so he's bald. He's Mr. Clean.
He's
dude.
real bald.
Yes,
Yeah,
bald.
That's
bald.
actual bald.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my dad, he's got a fucking receding hairline, and it's bad.
What'd your grandpa's hair look like?
No idea.
Your mom's dad?
No idea.
Because
I don't think I've ever
I've
even
heard
met
that's
him.
where it comes from. Is like your mom's dad's genetics.
She said that he had a full
Yeah.
head of hair, and I grow hair like a motherfucker, dude. Like if I don't get a haircut like every 2-3 weeks, bro, it looks like this.
My mom's dad
bad.
had a little one like on the crown of his head, like the tiniest one at the end of his life, and I'm like, dude, if like I get the fucking he gives me that crown, that's all I get from him. Like, come on, granddad. I never want to see you again.
You're at his grave?
He is dead. Rest in peace. But yeah.
I actually grew it out because I didn't want to wear my yarmulke anymore.
Ooh. Oh my god.
So this is my permanent yarmulke.
I actually got a permanent yarmulke, a palmika.
Imagine if somebody was just wearing a yarmulke, dude. You're like, oh man, yeah, you're Jew. He's like, no.
He's all, no, I actually just like
He's like, this is in style, man.
It's like, dude, I don't think you're allowed to do that. He said, says who?
Yeah. Go find him. Give me the written proof. Give me the law.
That's so diabolical, bro.
That is funny. That is funny. No, the one thing I wanted to talk about, dude, is talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, man.
Dog, that
Dude,
movie.
we didn't talk. We haven't had a pod since that movie came out. I
we
don't
have
think.
not.
didn't we all go watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I went and saw it too, actually, too.
So you went into watching
Yeah,
it?
I watched it.
bro. So what's your guys' take on this, bro?
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I liked it.
yeah, because we didn't even talk about
I don't
this.
know. I'd give it an 8.5.
It was
8.5. Oh, I was about to say, dude.
Nah, it was good. I like
They redeemed themselves, and then to follow that, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom.
I
Are
wish-
you kidding me, man?
Okay, look, I'm not
Are
saying
you
that
serious?
I'm not saying I don't like it, but I wish they would have waited.
They were
and
talking
let it
about.
reveal in
I
the
wanted it
movie.
to be a
There
Mads
is a
Mikkelsen,
comic,
dude.
though, where Doctor Doom and Iron Man are the same person.
So that's why that's fucking
That's why it
the
would
way
be,
it is.
it could be viewed as like canonically correct, though. My little sister,
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be.
See, I
OP.
didn't even know that.
my
So
little sister, the the real comic book nerd and stuff, dude. She's the one that put me onto that. Where like people were all mad that it was Robert Downey Jr. You know, people were like, "Oh,
but it's actually how it is.
But in one of the universes, it's
It's
like
one of the
they're the
timelines.
same guy.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. I never knew that because obviously I don't know comics like that.
Well, because I went to go see it with her, and that's what she was telling me.
so Trell would have
yeah.
known that then, right? Because he does all the comics.
Oh yeah, he knew. Yeah, he was the one. He was the one that was explaining that whole story to me.
Dude, that
So Seth's all, oh yeah, I knew that, dude. Yeah,
Do
he
you
told me
think-
that a long time.
Trell's a
ago.
big nerd too.
Oh,
I'm sure.
No,
yeah.
when it was announced, my mindset was kind of like, dude, well, it goes with the multiverse thing. And he's like, no, man, like,
this actually happened.
yeah, and he's like, it ties into like there's a story where Doctor Doom like puts like all the heroes on one planet, and it's like there's like this whole story I think it's tied into that, but I don't know if they're gonna do that on.
So what is Doctor Doom's powers?
He's just really smart, isn't he? He's
That's one
really
of,
smart.
One of his things is like
And it's magic,
He's super
basically.
smart, and he ends up learning magic.
learning magic.
Yeah, like he ends up going
He's
and
like-
like
he's-
finding dark magic.
He runs a whole town off of what was his mom? It was like on his mom's side. That was like he like loses his parents. Like something happens. Like his mom gets killed, and he learns all of this to like kind of like avenge her, basically, or whatever. It's something along those lines. But he's extremely OP,
He
dude.
dogs Thanos
Yeah,
and some of the
yeah.
stuff. Like he's
Kang,
like in some of the
beats
things he's
Kang.
in he's the most powerful. Like
And
person.
it makes the reason a lot of people, I think they have it in their head that Doctor Doom's not anything is because of the Fox Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like
So is Doctor Doom stronger than Iron Man?
Absolutely.
Yo, dude,
Body's Iron Man.
Doom,
Really?
Doctor Doom is like
Smarter than him, probably.
All right, here's a real
and
test.
he's got magic.
Does Batman beat Doctor Doom?
Okay, well, give me some time here.
Because I know that you think fucking Batman beats everybody.
I'm trying
so
to think of some external thing on Doctor Doom that gives him his powers. Like if he has like magic, you know, because Batman's big thing is his intellect and his skills.
does
and his
Batman
suit.
just use the internet and shut him down, or what?
Doctor Doom? I don't know, man. You have to get back to me about this. I'm trying to think.
All right, next episode, I need you to have
I'm
fucking.
trying to think of how he would beat him, and that's a tough one, dog.
I'm gonna look this up.
so Doctor Doom. He was born Victor von Doom to a Romani tribe in the European country of Latveria. His mother was a sorceress who made a deal with Mephisto,
Oh, okay.
which led to her being sent to hell. His father died while trying to escape the tyrannical rule of the Baron. He developed his scientific skills and powers over the occult while shielding his orphan brother from the elements. He went on to like develop stuff for the U.S. government. Went to New York State University where he met Reed Richards. So he meets Reed. They were roommates.
Who is Reed? Who is Reed in this then?
Reed Richards is Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the
okay.
He is
I
also.
couldn't remember.
He's one of the
100%.
smartest dudes too in the whole universe. Jesus Christ.
This says right here.
Yo.
It says likewise.
Yeah, we're good.
It says likewise with the resources at the two characters' disposal, it would definitely be a very close fight. While Doom may fancy himself a god at times, Batman is notorious for taking down gods,
Kills Darkseid.
making it easy to see how Batman could still achieve victory over Doom. So it doesn't really give a clear winner, but it says that Batman
Would beat him. So
could,
it's pretty much
could-
saying.
it says could be.
So it's saying Batman is the strongest hero of all time.
well, it's saying
not
that-
strongest, but-
it didn't say he would win though. It didn't say. It said he could.
it'd be a
win.
good fight.
It said
It'd be a good
it said he
fight.
could
Okay.
win.
See, this is why I wouldn't mind seeing a Marvel versus DC kind of thing.
You know what they
go
should
on.
do?
I'd
They should
love
do.
that.
They should do Deadliest Warrior with superhero characters.
Dude,
That'd be tight.
that is super tight.
I'm surprised nobody's done that yet.
But they put him in. You ever seen those videos where it's like one Chuck Norris versus a million archers? And it's just like
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is just running towards this group of archers. And it's
Dude, imagine. So yeah,
just taking
can't-
everybody out.
you can't use the exact characters. So it's like, say we're like, let's make let's make a TV show where it's like that. You know, we take the best superheroes and we fight them against each other. But you can't use the actual names of them. So we're just like, this is
Bat guy.
This is Duperman.
Duper, man.
This is Bat Dude.
This is
instead of
Superman.
Flash, it's fucking Speed.
Yeah, this is Speed. This is Speed. He's just high on meth.
Mr. Quick. Yeah. He's just
Mr. Quick.
Yeah, Mr. Quick,
I think
dude.
that's also a guy, though.
Yeah.
On another Earth, like their speedster is, I think his name's like the Quickster or something stupid.
Another show that's like, oh, shoot, you guys need to watch The Boys, bro.
Boys is great.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That's on
I see
Amazon too, bro.
I haven't seen the last season.
Iron
of it, but
Buddy.
super good. But they do
Hella good,
spin-offs.
bro.
That whole universe is spin-offs of popular characters.
Dude, the Flash in that, his name is A-Train. And they're all saying like he's washed and he's not as fast anymore.
well, the deep is
Kills me.
Aquaman. It's like that's
dude.
their Aquaman.
Dude, that dude's a fucking freak in that show, bro. Freak, bro.
He's like he's like fucking an octopus.
oh,
or
all
something.
the whole season.
Yeah.
The whole
If
season.
you
bro.
could, if you guys
it's not. It
could,
doesn't show nothing, but it's
This
like
show
he's
is
talking
so
to him.
gruely,
if you-
dude. It really is. I don't know.
I don't know what's. I don't know what that is, bro.
if you could create
Let's
your
call it
own,
like this.
if you could create your own superhero, do you have one that you do you have a name for him, and do you have what he would be,
I'd have to,
or
I'd
she,
have,
or she,
I'd
or
have
she?
to think about this to get a good.
The MILF monster.
He bangs milfs.
That's his superpower. I gotta sit like over here or something.
I don't know what we need.
You might be.
I might need to buy more
You
cords
need to
or
be
something,
there.
dude.
No, I think it's me, dude. I think it's my
Is that
cord.
you?
It's like whenever I don't know. It's like whenever I.
I'll I'll try to get more cords so we don't have to have that problem for the listeners.
It doesn't happen that often.
It doesn't, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
just something I don't want to have to
That's
deal
right.
with.
Yeah, what would you name yours, dude? If you had a superhero,
Like,
For
you're
real?
gonna let me do it on the next episode because I need some time.
yeah,
to
no,
think
you can think about
this.
it, dude. I would do like, I don't know, Tiger Cat.
Stop. He said tiger cat.
He has really sharp claws. They do super. They come out. It's like boomerangs.
Fucking Tiger Man.
They
He
do.
shoots claws like boomerangs,
That'd be like Sabretooth.
dude. Or what about Boomerang, dude? He just has a boomerang. He has a boomerang.
that exists.
Hey, he
That is Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang.
That's his name.
Hey, he
For real.
takes off his arm and uses it as a boomerang.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
just made of fucking spikes or
Okay,
some
all right,
shit.
all right. What about?
I'm trying to think. That's hard. I think it would be cool. Like, there's this X-Men character. So I'm not really trying to rip him off, but his name's Avalanche, and he like is basically like an earthbender kind of. Like he can create earthquakes and seismic activity. Like that would be a pretty cool fucking power to have. I think.
Dude,
Anything teleport. If you could teleport, that's cool. Right?
Oh
off the
yeah,
bat.
I think anything like the Avatar like universe, but I think that shit's so tight, dude. I'd be an earthbender all day, bro, all day. You can move
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, for real.
I just think it's cool because like earthbenders, if we're on that real quick, let's do a real quick thing on there. You got to think about like everything because in like Legend of Korra, like it's not just dudes that are lightning bending with fire. Like they're doing all kinds of
Well,
different
the
stuff.
earthbenders do like
Metal, they
Yeah.
do like
Is there-
dime or like crystals and stuff.
Yeah.
They can crystal bend.
Is there a superhero named Sparrow?
I don't know.
probably.
Because I would make him like Batman, except for he's like a bird instead, and his name would be Sparrow.
That's actually not bad. Could have picked a
Is it
stronger
gonna be?
bird.
Is it gonna be a?
His name is Bald Eagle.
his pterodactyl?
His name is Pigeon Man.
what do we say? A gargoyle?
Yeah, his name is Garg.
A gargoyle superhero would be tight.
Yeah,
though.
that would.
Like he's just posted up and you think it's a gargoyle, but like a mugging happens and he's just like
Yeah, he's all.
What's that poison? What's that poisonous bird that we were talking about on the last season?
Spider monkey.
No,
a poisonous bird.
no, Komodo dragon.
That's not a bird.
Like that's. Sorry, dude.
That's a.
That's its origin.
it's an actual dragon.
Have you seen?
I didn't know what it.
Have
Shit,
you
sorry.
seen a fucking Komodo dragon?
No, I haven't actually.
Really?
Yeah, for
They
real.
are crazy.
Definitely
You've seen a
not a
Komodo
bird.
dragon.
They're
dude.
huge.
I'll see one.
You've seen one.
Dude, they
They're
are
huge
scary,
lizards.
dude. They
I'll
are,
show you right now.
And dude,
You've
they,
seen one.
They
they're-
have some at the zoo here. They have one at the zoo. I
Like
think
lizards,
here.
I watched a video-
lizards are from fucking birds. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
I watched
Well,
the
they're-
video where this Komodo dragon eats this deer in like 3 gulps, dude. Just
Well, how,
That's crazy.
dude. How they kill stuff is messed up. But like somebody, like if you could have like a poisonous bite or something, or like
That'd
some
be like
kind of
the-
poison power or something,
dude.
would be cool.
yeah. Oh, call him poison.
Dude, something
Ivy.
crazy.
Or toxin. Toxin.
Oh, I think. Oh wait, toxin's not. I was thinking of scarecrow.
he does play with toxins though.
Yeah.
it's
Well, yeah,
hard to
because
come up with an original idea.
his mask has a.
Like a toxin thing.
Oh fuck that, dude.
yeah.
fuck
No,
that.
they're
They're
scary,
big.
bro.
They'll bite
Fuck
you.
that.
They'll
I thought they were
stalk
like
you.
some
Dude,
fucking
yeah,
mythical.
They'll bite.
wait
They'll
for you
bite.
to die,
Yeah, they'll
bro.
bite you and just follow you.
Just wait for you to die.
Their bacteria in their mouth is like so venomous
Yeah,
or poisonous
fuck that, dude.
it paralyzes like buffalo.
Should I get it as a pet? I'm just fucking-
Dude,
Imagine a Komodo dragon running
on
around.
a leash though, like you just had it on a
Fuck,
leash.
dude, your fucking dragon just bit me, Kaiser.
It's like, oh, dude, you
So,
better
dude,
go
he's
lay
just
down.
playing with
yeah,
you,
he's just
dude.
hanging out. I got his
playing.
bacteria removed.
Yeah, he has no fangs, dude.
But they do that with skunks. Like they get their stink.
You got me
their stink
fucked up.
sacs
You got me
removed.
fucked up.
I would
Dude,
own
my,
a skunk.
my neighbor used to have a skunk. I used to feed it.
I would own a
What?
skunk.
Yeah, I used to because I used to take care of her animals sometimes.
They
with
get their
Megadon.
scent glands or whatever removed
She had,
from them.
she had a
So they
skunk.
can't fucking spray
can't
or
spray
nothing.
you,
Okay.
yeah.
Dude, when we were leaving for camping last weekend, bro, I was going to get my water shoes because we had them out on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
There was a black widow in my shoe, bro.
Yeah, that's
A bad omen, dude.
Dog.
miss
I
me
looked
with
at
that.
it, bro, and I was
Like
like,
Black
nah.
Widow in your shoe?
Yeah.
The Omen is bad. What movie?
That's not good, bro.
I've never heard.
What
of
is
that.
the omen with it?
I don't know.
Oh, I was like, what? But
Dude, I like how
obviously
I
don't
saw a
want it in
snake
there.
and Seth's always like, well, back in the Native American days, they would say the snake is a.
that means you're
that's
going to
the-
die in 7 days.
I love, dude. I love when you do that, dude. You make me feel like my life is a lot more interesting.
How long has it been? 6 days, isn't it? He's like, no, I'll talk to you later. Can I speak to Cody?
chilling, killing.
She's like, no, he didn't watch it. He's like, yes, he did. Come on, Sydney, I do this for a living.
yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Dude, those parody movies, those scary movies are so
They're making
funny.
a new one next year, supposedly.
so
No way.
Scary
Oh
movie.
fuck.
Scary Movie 6.
It's been a long
supposedly.
time since they made one.
Scary Movie 5 was fucking trash. The fourth one was all right.
What
but
was the one
first,
with-
second, and third is amazing.
What was the
which
one
one
with the
was number
Wayans
5?
brothers?
What was
Is
number
that
5?
number 2?
They were making fun of Mama
Oh,
with
I think that's
homegirl
the-
from Sweet Life
yeah.
on Deck.
Is that the
I
first
don't-
one?
that's the first two,
The
maybe.
Wayans brothers.
They were in the first two.
Oh, okay, dude.
Yeah,
Whenever,
they
I think we
comedy,
touched on it.
bro.
Whenever he's like,
Run, bitch, run!
well, no. Whenever he's he's the football player and he has her put on his pads.
Dude, he gets her with the helmet on, and he's like, "I'm not gay, dude." He's like, "No, you suck my dick." He's all,
everybody in the shower.
And he's like, no, he's like sitting there, they're like chilling, and they're like, yeah, last night's party was crazy, man. We got wasted. He's like, yeah. He's like, guys, in or out? And he's got his fucking shit tucked between his legs. They're like, oh, bro, out, man.
Remember when
He's all, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Remember when the buff dude is all like in the locker room by himself, and someone puts a picture of his penis inside the locker?
it's
He's
like
like,
micro
hey,
penis.
who did this?
A small penis is a disability, man.
Who did this? He's all
He's like, would you make fun of the crippled kid? Fucking gold, bro. I love it, dude.
Those movies, I love that type of comedy, bro. Like that
Pushes
slapstick
the
comedy.
envelope.
Hey,
bro.
that shit is tight, yo.
It's tight, yo.
That one where he's all like, get off me, I can do it myself. He
Oh, yeah.
fucking throws his legs over his shoulder. He's all paralyzed.
I wonder what like the next couple scary movies are gonna parody.
Dude, if they even do them anymore.
Well,
They
it's
haven't
coming
done
out
them.
next year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there's one coming out next year.
You think they'll
Dude.
do like?
It'd be funny if they did Harry Potter, dude.
Oh, well, no, they already did. They did that
Harry
with
Pot Smoker.
Epic
yeah,
movie. They
epic
did it in
movie.
there.
They-
Oh, yeah, it is right.
But the studios that did the original ones is like Dimension or something. I don't know if they're still a thing, but there's a lot of parody movies that are really fucking corny.
behave.
the what's it called? It'd be tight if like they don't just do like parody movies, but they like parody like stuff that happened in real life. I think that'd be tight. Like they do like I don't know what you'd call that.
Like,
but-
imagine they made a whole parody of like Trump and Biden.
That's
or, like,
it's called a
Kamala.
mockumentary, is what it's called.
oh, for real?
Yeah, that's a real
Oh,
thing that they do. But
okay.
it's a mockumentary. Like Lonely Island's done a bunch of them.
Dude, those fools, bro.
So funny. They've done a tennis one, like these two tennis players, and they're all shorts. They're like only 20 or 30 minutes long, but they tell like a real story, I think.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's all based on real stories. I think the names are
They
different.
were around for a long time, huh? Like the early 2000s?
Lonely,
Or
Lonely
When
Island.
did-
When
Yeah.
did Jizz in My Pants come out?
forever ago.
Yeah.
He's all
2008.
What's that one? He's all meet a giant fish, fuck its brains out, buy a gun in my mouth.
I have no
And then
idea
he's
what
all,
you're
oh
talking
fuck,
about.
man, I can't fucking do it. Shit, pussy out.
And then I threw it on the
I
ground.
chop my balls off. He's all, and you do this all in one day.
And then
yeah,
And then I threw it on the ground. That's what it is.
yeah. Oh, what's
Dick in
that?
a box.
Yeah, it's like something like that.
He
It
made
started
that-
from SNL, didn't it?
I just had
Andy
sex.
Samberg.
He did with
I
Akon.
just had
They had
sex.
I'm on a
T-Pain
boat.
for, yeah.
They got T-Pain feature, a
on a
JT
boat.
feature, and a fucking Akon
Dude,
feature.
I remember one time we were in the car.
Those are just the
Dude,
three I know
that
of.
shit, he's like, I'm riding on a dolphin, doing flips and shit. You're like,
Dolphin splashing, getting everybody on. This ain't Sea World. This is real.
But he's like, it's splashing and shit. That shit always fucking
But
kills
those
me,
guys
bro.
made Hot Rod, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the same.
Shit on Deborah's desk.
That's
Then I throw it on the ground.
They're kind of like OG for
It's like an
YouTube content, bro.
Yeah. They were like one of the first. They were like one of the first people like,
Doing stuff
to do
like that.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, me and Renee just got done watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So good.
Andy Sandberg, bro, is fucking hilarious.
that show
he's-
is so
he's
good.
funny.
too.
Oh my gosh, bro! I think I tried watching it a long time ago, and I didn't fuck with it at first, dude. And then me and Renee watched it, dude, and we binged the fuck out
Dude,
of
on
it, bro.
great
Hot
show.
Rod when he's all like, "You look pretty, Denise." She's all, "What'd you say?" He's all, "I said you look shitty." Good night, Denise.
Just completely fumbles the bag.
He's like, I
My
said you look
favorite-
shitty.
The best part in that whole movie is when he's falling down that mountain for like 10 minutes.
No, the best. He's like, I need to go to my quiet place.
Yeah,
he goes out there,
still
dude.
dancing
He's
like
making fun of. He's making fun of.
Roadhouse? No, Footloose.
It's
Footloose.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
with the
Kevin
dancing
Bacon.
part, Yeah.
When the fucking the sax is ripping, dude, he's all smoking the cig. He's like,
Throws it.
yeah, that's where that shit came from, bro.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that right?
Oh,
there.
for real?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Full circle, bro. It just went full fucking circle. That's where that came from.
It's so funny though because like that movie, bro, I think is one of the funniest movies I remember from when I was a kid. And then like I remember seeing I saw Andy Samberg in that movie before I even was hit to Lonely Island. Like
he was the main guy in that, right? If
he's Rod.
I guess he's the main guy in fucking everything they do, though.
What's his
right?
dad's name? In that movie,
Is it Keith?
He's all, I'm gonna jump these buses for you, Keith. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah. He's doing all this just so he could beat up his stepdad.
Dude.
No, the part that always killed me is when they're doing like they're warming up and shit,
He's
like
got a
getting
fake
prepped, and
mustache.
they have him in the pool. And they like put him under in the pool, dude. He's all fucking crazy. They don't let him up there. Then he's just like,
he's all floating, dude.
Bro, they got Bill Hader in there too. When he picks up Bill
dude,
Hader,
Danny
and
McBride, Bill Hader.
he's got a broken saw in his
Yeah, he's all, ah!
Yeah, he's all, dude. He's all,
yeah,
dude,
man, I was
dude,
taking acid.
He's all, whoa, dude, you just almost ran over that mini bus.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a fucking unicorn, dude?
How many buses does he try and jump over?
Dude, it's something.
He tries to break
stupid.
Evil
It's like
Knievel's
16 or something like
Whatever Evil's Knievel.
They have it
his record, they
promoted
do
on
like 2
public
buses.
radio.
that. Yeah.
Some guy in the radio is describing it as he jumps, dude. It's fucking gold. Just peak comedy,
So
bro.
I like how in the middle of it, he's all like,
The bike's fucking.
he's like fucking not even attached
It's
to
been
it.
it's been so long since I watched. He doesn't clear it, right?
No,
how many
dude,
how many does he fucking clear?
Dude, he lets go halfway, like
Yeah,
right off the
he
jump.
just
gets
like,
scared.
Yeah, he jumps off and he's all like the cameras. He's all, and then he's all, oh fuck.
It's been a long. I need to watch.
Dude,
that
my
again,
favorite part.
dude.
One of my favorite parts is when he's just like he's at the premiere of his movie and everybody's all like they're playing and everybody's laughing like this guy's an idiot. Like dude, he's all getting all embarrassed and shit. Dude, it's so
That's
funny.
fucking awesome, dude.
He's all
I
like,
go to church every goddamn Sunday. He's beating him with a garbage can.
this guy's a moron.
No, that's it. That movie, bro, is one of the best, like all time, not all time, like comedies ever. I
like a
don't think.
raunchy comedy.
But like one of those is like I put like Step Brothers in that same kind of like
Dog,
category.
That
of
movie
comedy.
that movie's S tier.
But that
bro.
won't ever be defeated.
S tier.
Hot Rod and dude, there's tons of ones that are like that. I would say Without a Paddle is kind of similar
all-
comedy to all that.
He's all, hey, hey Denise, what are you doing later? I'm gonna jump the pool. Jumps
Yeah.
right into it.
Yeah,
Sees his mom later. He's all, yeah, you totally missed it. Totally landed it.
he asked her. He's like, who would win? I wanted to talk to you, Denise. I got something really important to ask you. And she's like, yeah, go for it, Rod. And he's like, all right. He's like, who do you think would win in a fight between a grilled cheese and a taco? And then she explains it, and he's like, well, that was incredibly racist. He's like, if it's street rules, taco. Fair fight, grilled cheese. And he's just like, whoa.
Yeah, dude,
come on, girl.
fucking hilarious, dude. That
great
movie,
movie.
that's a great movie. Oh, dude, Without a Paddle is golden too. I used to watch that. Dude, just the intro of that movie is one of my favorite intros to a movie because it's like, I wish that I knew what I know now.
That's such a great song, dude.
When I was younger. Yeah, dude, that like that, and then they're all just having fun as kids. Dude.
With a stacked cast, too, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude. Like the best. They have Owen, or what? Not Owen. What is
dude
that
from
guy's
Salt
name?
Lake Punk.
The guy.
He's Shaggy from
Oh, it's
Scooby-Doo.
Dak Shepard,
Dak Shepard
and
Seth Green.
Seth
and then
Green.
Matthew
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, is it?
I think it's Matt Lillard.
Something. Yeah, Shaggy.
One of the
Yeah.
I think that guy is like fucking going around like hunting fucking not I wouldn't say hunting predators, but he's trying to do like something to bring that whole fucking thing to life. I think I saw a thing about him doing that. I can't remember if
He's also
I
in
could be
Scream
bullshitting.
too. He was also in
Yeah.
the original Scream movie too. That was like
Oh
his
yeah, he
big-
was. Yeah, he was.
Matthew
big
Lillard
thing.
has a fat catalog of good movies. He's
Yeah,
been in.
well, dude,
Yeah.
he's probably still making bags off of just Scooby Doo.
The last
Oh,
one that I
dog.
just seen him in was that whack ass one, dude. It's
Friday, First Night at Freddy's, or
First Night at Freddy's.
Five Nights
yeah.
at Freddy's, whatever.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's, yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I was.
Dude, I got to the end of the movie and I was like, dude, what in the fuck?
my little
dude?
sister plays the game that
Oh,
all that.
so it is based off of a
It's
game.
a video game.
Oh.
But it's like it's super.
This guy's
weird.
like in the fucking in the suits and shit, and the suits are like kids or whatever.
yeah,
fuck.
that come alive and stuff. Like the story itself, like I think the game
It's
is a
demented.
lot creepier and demented
Yeah.
than like the movie portrays it to be. Because like the
They're
audience,
making a second one.
the audience mostly for that shit is like kids. Like it's marketed towards kids,
I would
which
not
is
let
weird.
my fucking kid play that.
Yeah.
I don't have a kid, but I wouldn't let him play that shit.
What's the first like, dude? I was playing Grand Theft Auto when I was
Oh,
like,
all day.
when I was
I don't
young.
feel like that's. obviously it's rated.
Dude, I was
M.
in the fucking strip club as a fucking 13-year-old all
Yeah.
the time.
See, but
dude.
you're 13. You fucking know how life works. Like if you're fucking doing that
He's like,
shit, at
you're
fucking,
basically a grown fucking man at that
Yeah,
point.
he's all, dude, you know what you're doing?
He's got hair on his nugs.
Yeah.
He can go in there.
Hey, shit, the DJ always tells me, he's like, dude, he's like, let the boy watch. He said, he's gonna learn
let
just like
the
I
boy
learned.
watch. Yeah,
What is that
fucking,
from, dude?
And he's like, I can feel it.
It's
Deep inside my plums.
Yeah,
he's bounding down.
He's bounding down. Yeah.
Dude, that's one of the.
He's like,
oh,
he's
bro.
like, when Craig Robin. He's like, I believe in you, Kenny, his homie. And then he's like, who the fuck is this guy? He's like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
that dude, bro. Well,
be me,
no, that
dude.
was
Yeah,
you
you
fucking getting
yelled.
loud, bro.
Yeah, you were just yelling.
yelled in there.
Who the fuck are you?
Dude, that clip pops up every once in a while, and I fucking laugh.
He's like, it's
dude,
got a
every time.
bluish hue.
But they're doing the
Feel it in my
bloopers.
plums.
I always see the bloopers,
Bro.
and they're just trying. And then Danny McBride.
Have you ever watched the show all the way through?
I've never seen
He's
all the way
bounding
through.
down
Dude,
to
La
so
Flama
funny,
Blanco,
bro.
dude. Oh my god, he goes to Mexico, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny, bro.
Bro,
It's
that-
so funny.
with Selma Hayek.
No,
Isn't she like the
it's,
chick that's down there?
No, it's another chick, but it's the shit that's funny about it is when he like later on in the series, like he goes back to Ashley Schaefer, that's Will Ferrell's character. And Schaefer BMW is
Dude, he's
the one
so funny
where,
in that,
when he has
bro.
he has a dealership of BMWs, and later on he circles back and he's trying to get
Get
Danny
back
McBride's character is trying to get his homie back. The one fool that was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
I
That
can't
dude's
remember his
funny,
name.
too.
Oh, he's the best in the show.
He's the funniest character.
He goes to the dealership to find him, and he's like cleaning the rims like on this Kia.
Dude,
He's like, "Oh, Ashley." Danny McBride's like, "Oh, Ashley, I see you down. Are you downgraded to selling fucking Kias or something like that?" He's like, that's the lore behind it. He's like, "But Kia is a far more superior engine."
Hey, what does he say
mad
to
funny.
fuck, what's that fool's name?
He's like, "He's staying here with me."
He said, you on my property.
Dude, bro.
I own you. He said,
Oh, you are my possession.
he's like, oh, hell no.
He's like, what? He's like, I'm Old South. Dude, that shit is fucking hilarious.
He gets
bro.
all his boys, the bikers or whatever,
Yeah,
they go
bro.
beat him up.
Craig
dude.
Robinson.
Oh
Dude,
my
He's
god.
bounding down.
Bro,
Dude,
it's
this-
so fucking
never
funny.
seen it.
You
This
gotta
fool
watch
put me onto
Eastbound
it,
and
bro.
Down, and then you gotta watch Righteous Gemstones.
That's
Eastbound
I still
and
need to
Down's
watch
with,
that. I still need to
Righteous
watch that.
Gemstones is
Danny
fucking
McBride?
hilarious, but it's also
Bro,
really good. Like a
Bro,
really good
after
show.
watching that, Danny McBride went up a few pegs
it
on my
put-
list.
He's
it'll
got
put-
range too.
Oh,
He's
dude.
got some range on him.
I would argue, bro, that he's the range, bro. Honestly, like
He can do
seriously,
everything,
like,
I feel like.
He's
dude.
up there. He's up there with a lot of these fools, but he's not up there in the sense that like people don't understand that he's behind the camera a lot.
What's that
'Cause
movie?
he's a director, isn't he?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that movie where I saw it on like TikTok or something? It was like a clip of it, but he's all like staying outside the school, and this girl's all like, I got to tell you something. You remember when you sneezed inside of me?
Yeah, that's
Vice Principals.
That's Vice Principals.
That-
that's
that
also
show is
another
so funny, dog.
Yeah.
Vice Principals is also Danny McBride.
She's all, I'm pregnant.
and
Is he directing
the
that?
best
or?
fool. The
She's like,
best
she's
fool
like, I wish.
is
oh fuck no! I was trying to.
what's
trap
the
you.
video game show that just came out recently with the fool with no nose? Like he's got like
Oh,
a flat
Fallout?
face- Fallout. That guy that
Walter
plays
Goggins.
that Walter Goggins.
That dude has range,
Bro,
Let's talk about range.
He's
Walter
probably
Walter
he's
Goggins.
probably one of the best actors that we will have the privilege of seeing in our lifetime. Like he
Severely
plays
underrated.
baby Bobby Billy or something like that.
Billy
That's-
Bobby Brown.
No, that's his name in the Baby Bobby or whatever the fuck his name is. He's like he's a preacher in the show. And it's the Righteous Gemstones is based off of this family that's super churches and shit. And it's got Sully from Monsters Inc. I can't remember his name.
I couldn't even.
That
tell
guy
you.
that voices him.
Well, I'll
He's
look
the
him up right now.
dad. He's the dad. Goldblum or something like that. Jeff
Goldblum.
It might be his name. I don't
think that's him,
No,
but-
it's got his gold is in his name. I'm pretty sure though. But he's the dad, and it's Danny McBride.
Yanni Goldfellow.
It's
This guy.
What's up?
Adam
John
Devine.
Goodman.
John Goodman. There we go. Okay, Adam Devine, and then this other girl. The other girl is fucking hilarious, dude. They're the three kids, and it's like this super church, and they're all in this like shady ass shit. Yeah, you got to watch it, bro. It's
he
it's
does.
hilarious.
He
dude.
voices Emperor's New Groove too.
He's
Is he Gronk?
I think so. Or Crunk? Is it Crunk or Gronk?
Pull the lever. Maybe Kronk. I thought it was Gronk.
Gronk is a tight end.
I think it's Kronk. I think
Kronk?
it's Kronk.
Pull the lever, Gronk, baby Gronk.
Dude, another person I think that has good range, Blue Mountain State, Thad Castle. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
That dude played Jack
He's
Reacher.
so funny, dude.
Bro, me and Renee binged that over 3 days.
Dude, Jack Reacher's
Dog.
tight.
He's cold, man.
We started
Shout
that.
out to CJ. He put me onto that one.
We watched Ransom with Mel Gibson. Bomb ass movie. You guys
Dude, have
ever
you seen the Blue Mountain State when he's all like the cheerleaders are talking to him, and then Thad just can't hold back. He's all, "Show us your tits." And everybody's all like, everybody's looking at him like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
The best one is when he's like, "Show me the condom." Like Moran's about to go upstairs.
dude.
It's all full of holes.
He's like, "Show me the condom."
Hey,
yeah.
she's all like, ugh.
Yeah. He pours the water. He's like, "Thank me later, Moran."
Dude, but we watched Reacher, bro. That was a fucking
Reacher's
cold,
really badass.
bro. I think he said, I looked it up afterwards because I was like, damn, when's the next season going to come
That
out?
show's coming back.
Oh, yeah, no,
Blue Mountain State's coming back.
We're all doing oil changes.
Yeah. He's like, he rips it out, dude. They're
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
"Holy-"
yeah, you can hear like the pop is up.
when everybody's all stressing out, fiending and shit, he's all,
He's like, I'll do an oil change all I want.
he's like, dude, this shit's fucking funny.
when they're all trying to pass a drug
Yeah,
test.
yeah.
Well, who's the run?
Shiloh's like going down on that chick, dude, and then it, like a coke fucking thing explodes in his face. Like right
She's like,
before.
oh, I didn't realize that I was still
He
there.
has the fake dick, and it's got the fucking the school colors on it. Or
He's like,
whatever. And
"School
they're
spirit, what's up?"
He's like, you can't say I don't have school spirit. This shit's fucking hilarious.
They just let him go anyways.
The guy that actually did that show is the mascot. The mascot in
Yeah,
that show.
he
is
wrote the
guy
whole
that
fucking
wrote
thing,
the
dude.
whole
That's
thing.
tight though.
Yeah,
He's like a closet fucking.
He's just a weirdo, dude.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just a Sammy.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool. I heard
He's
something.
like, nobody wants to fuck the mascot.
it
Shit's
might,
so funny.
it might be some bullshit, but I heard that is loosely based on Boise State. Is Blue Mountain State.
I don't know. I'm like, you don't ever say that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Heard
think
something
so.
like that. I'm
don't-
not sure.
Same colors,
think
same
colors.
colors.
Honestly, it reminds me more of Division III football's finest.
That
Very
fucking
similar.
movie, dude.
When he's all, "I'm finna make me a got shish kebab."
The shit that's funny is the kicker. The kicker on the team is like hella into drugs, dude. There was like he's like sniffing that same episode. He sniffing cleaner or something. He's like, is it working? He's like, no, I don't feel nothing. You know, like he's like just
Fucking
crazy.
computer duster
Yeah,
or
he's just,
something.
yeah. Oh, dude.
Dude,
Ever somebody fucking dumps from that
a
shit?
little bird told me that he's done it before. He said, ask Seth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
I've seen.
I know who you're talking. I know who you're talking about. Without
but
even
I've seen.
fucking-
I've seen a few people do that actually.
Well,
dude.
so
It's-
he hit me up, whatever. It's not nothing crazy, but he's like, dude, have you ever done a whip it before?
whippets. That's what. Well, yeah.
He just asked
I know
me.
exactly who you're talking about.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big.
yeah.
That's a
I
big
figured
thing
we
right
all
now,
know.
dude. That's like a big trend right
Galaxy
now.
gas?
And, dude, that's insanity.
Whip-
dude.
whip-
Well,
it
dude,
will
apparently,
really-
apparently,
There's kids in
apparently,
Atlanta.
Kanye West is fucking addicted to it.
There's kids in Atlanta that
I
are
wouldn't
walking
doubt it.
around that are legit like they're like in stores and shit. Dude.
People have done that in California with Nos and balloons forever.
Yeah, it's been a
but
thing
now
for
they
a
made it
long
flavored.
time.
Now that
Yeah,
now it's
that's gonna be the
flavored
next big
Whippets.
thing.
Wow.
So the next vape, everybody's just carrying around a can of CO2 with
It's
them.
not illegal. It's not illegal.
That's
to
so
do a
crazy,
whip it.
dude. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be like
Well,
the
that's why
next.
you got to be 18 to
next
buy a
big thing,
computer
dude.
cleaner and shit. The spray bottles. You got to be 18.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, bro. Me and my brother and my cousin, we had Nerf guns, and we were like, "Dude, let's go spray paint them." Well, you know, let's see what's up. And we're just playing. I was like 10 years old, dude, 11 years old, and we're living by Jim's Lumber in Mountain Home, right? You know where Jim's Lumber's at. And we ride our bikes everywhere. We're down the road, and we go in there, dude, and we buy spray paint. They don't say nothing about it, dude, but they call my dad because my dad has an account there because his business. And he gets home on lunch. He's like, "So, you guys bought spray paint, huh?" And we show him the guns. He's like, "Okay." I just wanted to make sure you guys weren't doing nothing stupid with it.
Yeah.
Spray painting some guns, dude.
Kaiser has paint all over his mouth.
Well, yeah,
He just
bro,
huffing it.
It was, dude. He told
That's
us,
also a real thing, dude.
He told
Spray
us
paint
to-
into a bag, dude.
Oh, bro.
So is lacquer, like undercoat.
Wait,
Oh, dude.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
You spray paint. You spray spray paint in a paper bag.
Yeah.
And then
Huff
huff
on
it.
People do it
Dog.
with Sharpies.
It probably,
Oh,
it
yeah.
fucks you up.
Oh, bro.
You literally. That's like literally frying brain cells.
That's crazy.
Did you, whenever we were working painting, did you ever spray undercoat or were you
For
just
a
there?
while.
Okay, so
With
look.
Brady for a while.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So look, bro, in the painting process, our boss swore up and down that we needed this lacquer thinner, like lacquer thinner paint, or it's primer. And bro, if you don't have a mask,
Oh yeah, it's the same
dog.
concept.
Oh
If
my
you
god.
do have a mask on.
oh,
Yeah,
bro.
well, you can't. You're not supposed to be. You can't. Don't they say you're not supposed to spray that like consistently?
Oh,
sit
dude, we
there,
would
you-
do whole houses.
yeah, we
bro.
do
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's
wild.
$1 million
Yeah.
homes.
No,
bro.
or I meant more along the lines of like you do certain spots and like step away and then
There's a
go
process
back.
to
Yeah.
it.
But it's I thought that was because of the fumes that come off.
No,
of
no,
it.
no. That's
That's
just
just- you
because
gotta
it's
let it-
fucking lethal.
or else
Damn.
it'll run. Like
Yeah.
if you spray
Oh,
too,
that
That's-
makes sense.
yeah.
so you do two
You might have been the
coats.
fucking dude to tell me that. Now that I'm thinking about that,
So
honestly,
yeah, because I was telling you about painting,
Yeah,
bro. If
dude,
you
yeah.
just can't stay in the same spot, it's gonna run down. But
Duh,
what I was
my
gonna say
bad.
is, at a time whenever COVID was hitting, bro, we couldn't get filters. So our boss was like,
I heard
"Hey,
about this.
you guys are gonna have to do 2 houses with 1 set of filters." Terrible,
supposed
bro.
to change it out every house.
Yeah. And we were having to do 2 houses per filter, but you change them out every house because it's just it's rough, dude. Even when you get out, even halving it, dude, you're like sitting there, you're like
I'm high.
zombied out, bro.
Yeah.
It's a drunk high. Crazy, bro.
There would be
Crazy.
times like, dude, towards the end when I was working there and stuff, because at first I didn't want to do that shit, bro. I did not want to spray.
You
undercoat.
enjoyed it though, huh?
But dude, we would do houses the first time, and I see Brady walking around. Shout out to Brady.
Without it, bro?
I see him walking around upstairs without his mask on, and he's like, "What's up, man?"
Just wide-eyed?
And I get seen on his face, dude. You know, and I'm just like, "What's up, dude?" And this is
Yeah.
like the first house we ever did.
Oh, yeah,
and,
he loved it.
and we
dude.
finished this whole house or whatever, or we just finished like the upstairs before we take lunch or whatever. Mm-hmm. And and bro, he's like, "Dude, take your mask off." He's like, "Dude, just take your mask off. Trust me." And I take my mask off, bro, and I'm walking through the house, and I don't really like it. The smell is really strong, right? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
really like pungent smell.
Is it thick?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, dude, like, so I'm walking out to the car, you know, and it's like in the summer, it's sunny out. I might be a little stoned already, and we get to the car, dude. I'm just like,
It's worse in the summer, bro, because it's hot, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I would hate
dude,
that.
like the SpongeBob episode where everything turns into chrome. That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
it
that's
feels
the
like
perfect
everything is
example
chrome.
of it.
I don't understand. So, you know, obviously, like, you know,
It's
people,
just part.
everybody's.
It was part of the process.
Well, no,
bro, how we
everybody's
did it.
no. What I mean is like everybody's got like a drug of choice, you know, or so you know what I mean,
Dude, if
Yeah.
someone's
I
doing
can't
that
believe
for a
that.
living, bro, like obviously we were doing it to make
Probably,
money.
he probably got addicted to it, low key. If he was doing it every day, like it
Well,
was painted like that every
whenever
day,
you're
you
in,
know?
he would tell us that he
not
didn't-
intentionally, but like he probably
yeah.
might have actually got addicted to it. You know?
He would always try to make it to where there wasn't somebody doing it for more than like a year,
Yeah.
or like a few months or whatever. He'd try to alternate people, but at some point, it's like, dude, I need you to do it, bro.
Yeah.
Like me and Garrett did it for like 10 months together.
That's
dude.
why I even did it. Because
Exactly.
Barry came up to me.
Yeah,
and he was like, and
exactly.
he was like, "Hey, bro, I need you to start doing
Dude,
this."
one of the coolest dudes I've ever met, bro, is that fool.
He's a
right
great
there.
guy.
But there was one story, bro, where me and Garrett, we had to spray out a house, and we had this brand new filters for the first house, and then he's like, "Hey, I need you guys to go spray out a different house out by past Micron to the houses over there, the subdivisions." And we go in there and we're like, "Fuck, this is gonna be rough, dude." Doing the same day, same fucking filters, bro. By the time we were done, it was like I looked at Garrett.
Zombie.
Oh, bro. And I was like, thank God I ain't got to drive. And we literally sat outside on the porch for like 15 minutes before we even left the house.
Just
dude.
so you could like sober up
yeah,
for
bro.
real.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, this
Those
is
shit will
rough,
they
bro.
will give you the wants, man. Like,
Oh, dude.
It usually, like, if it's towards the end of the day, dude, I'm just starting to feel good when we got back to like the hill.
Exactly,
Like, I'm just starting
exactly.
to get my head clear, you know.
You're just like, fuck, dude. It's the start of my
crazy.
night, dude.
But dude, I was like, now I feel hungover, and I haven't even drinking beer
Exactly,
yet.
dude.
Like, that's how
Yeah.
it makes you feel, for real.
That's why whenever I transitioned to doing enamel, bro, it was just
Night and
water based.
day.
It was just water based,
Yeah.
bro. But then I'd walk in because I had to go make sure the house was done or whatever. And I'm spackle checking with no mask on, nothing. dude.
Everybody does it. Everybody takes a hit of that.
But
freaking
it's not even
undercoat.
that I tried to, but I'd let it air out over lunch.
Off the pod, you're winking.
Yeah.
It's just inevitable though. Like everybody catches it. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
you
at some point.
you have to go in there and like you had to spackle check before so it could dry, or else if you didn't dry and you start sanding, bro, it's like you're.
I kind of want to try it.
screwed.
I'm like, hey, I
You just
checked.
want
I'm
to paint
like,
my living room?
I'm like, I actually brought some with me for this.
Oh, we're actually addicted to it.
I actually have some lacquer thinner
He's all
still left
Seth,
over.
you don't want no part of this shit,
Man, he's like, what
This
does
is
it do?
bad
And
shit.
he's like, it turns on you your bad feelings into good feelings.
Makes you feel good. He's like, I think I want to try it.
Kind of want to do it.
My favorite part is when it's like towards the end or whatever, and it's weed, or the first thing is weed.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, get out of here, man. You don't want no part of this show.
that
you know
show's
the best
so
part
fucking
is, like,
funny,
and then
dude.
and then he's like, well, what's it do? And he's like, man, it just makes you all happy and loose and goosey. And he's like, well, can I have sex on it? He's like, it makes sex even better.
Yeah,
And then
that's what I was
he's
gonna
like,
say.
He's like, sounds expensive. And he's like, it's the cheapest drug there is.
Yeah. He's just selling it to him.
His face when he's telling him, he's like, don't do it,
Well,
Dewey.
even like when he's doing blow, he's telling
Yeah.
he's
Well,
like,
dude-
man, he's like, you're gonna feel amazing. Take all your bad feelings, just throw them out.
Isn't that movie the same one where he's super strung out on all the drugs and he's all like, we need more music, and then
Yeah,
there's
he's
just
doing
a
it-
bunch
yeah.
of
He's
shit
doing a bunch of
going
blow
on.
he's making fun of Walk the Line.
Yeah. And there's just a bunch of music going on,
Yeah.
and he's all, add more. There's just so much stuff happening.
The very end, it's like they're all old now, and he's like, dude, you don't want no part of this shit. Like that same thing he's told him for years and years, and it's Viagra because they're all old, and he's like, not to be taken. He says the full like commercial, and he's like, and if you have an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, then call more ladies. That movie's goated though. That's another movie.
That's another movie
like that
from that
same
time.
kind of comedy.
What is that? What is it called again?
Walk the Line, or
Walk Hard.
Walk
Walk
Dewey
Hard.
Cox story.
Okay.
He's like, I'm hot and cold at the same time. He's like, doctor. She's like, doctor, he needs more blankets and he needs less blankets. And he's all like, I'm afraid you're right. He's just like going through withdrawals in the hospital or whatever. It's a great movie, man. I've seen that movie.
You guys have put me on to
time.
some good movies. Let's just say that right now.
Yeah. Well, I think all
Because
of us
comedy's
know about
dead
the
right
same
now,
ones.
man.
Comedy's
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, I just watched
comedies like that no more.
I just watched the funniest fucking episode with of Kill Tony with Matt Rife
love that
on it,
shit.
Dude, Matt Rife is one of my favorite comedians right now, bro. Like,
funny
not of
dude.
all time, but the way that he does his comedy act, bro, I love the way that he talks to the crowd and gets their input and whatnot. It just has jokes, like, not even written. He's just like, oh, yeah, and then fucking goes right off the
His
rip.
last special that he just did talking to the crowd.
still
was
need to
pretty-
watch that.
That was pretty good. But his entire set is all crowd work. Like that's what he goes up there without anything written or without
That
even a
shit ain't
mic
easy,
on him,
dude.
and he just sits on a stool and he's talking to the audience for like an hour and a half.
See, but wouldn't you have, like, he doesn't have nothing written out for any of his fucking stuff at all?
I wouldn't say for any of his stuff. I'm just saying for this last special that he.
Oh,
did.
he
like he
only-
says. I watched it, and in the beginning, he's like, I'm coming up here as green as you guys. He's like, I'm just gonna talk with you. He's like, I'm gonna engage with my fans, and he goes through some funny stuff. But
I bet I haven't watched. Was it a good?
Kill Tony though. Kill Tony is putting on a lot of good comedians right now. It really is.
There's this guy on there with cerebral palsy, and dude, he's so fucking funny. I can't remember.
He's from America's Got Talent too.
Is he?
Yeah, that
I can't,
guy.
I can't remember the exact bit he says, but he says something along the lines like he's going to the bathroom and he takes a shit and he looks at there's a sign that says like "Do not flush the toilet" or something like that, or toilet. I can't remember the bit, but basically he's all like, "Oh fuck. Well, what am I gonna do with all this shit?" But it's just so funny, bro. The way he fucking delivers it, dude.
That's so funny.
Dude. I can't remember the leading up to the joke, but dude, it was so funny.
There's another guy on there where I'm like, at first I didn't really like him, but the more I watch his stuff, I start to like him more, and it's Casey Rocket.
Oh
so
yeah,
funny,
yeah.
That dude, like the first time I seen him, I was like, I don't know. But then he's on Kill Tony, kills a set, and he does a bit where he has a key in his like mouth or throat the entire time. And then he does his whole set on Kill Tony, and he's like, wait. He's like, the Dutchman's key, or what? But it's like, dude, you know how much like
It's
skill
like
that
it's
takes?
like
Like something
he's
so
like
small
like
like
a
that.
schizo basically. This
He's
kid.
always, but
bit.
I really like his bits and stuff. I don't know. Sometimes it kind of bugs me with how many like he says the same things over and over. Like
He's like, I got to get out of here. Putin's trying to pinpoint my location.
yeah.
he's always like he always says something along the lines like, "All right, we're having fun," or "We're having fun."
He's like, "We're ripping."
But he says like
I'm just
4
gonna
or
drop
5
it.
times.
I'm just gonna drop it. Got
I like.
nothing to lose.
He's like, I got to go after this. He's like, I got a softball game after this.
The shit that's funny. He's like, yeah, my buddy found the original Oxycontin, and we're gonna watch Yao Ming highlights. That shit is fucking hilarious.
No, dude, Cam Patterson.
Cam Patterson's
funny.
This weird as you're saying this is literally right before there's a bit of Oh gosh, they were one of the guys on the panel. He was talking about the show he was doing. They're doing in Arkansas, and it was like he has like the itinerary for like the acts or the comedians, like what they need, you know. And it's like I just want to read this to you guys just so you understand who the guy Cam Patterson is, like whatever. And he goes and he's reading through is like an abundance of water, snacks or beef jerky, like he's naming all those things, and he's like homemade Kool-Aid. And then after he's like, and then 2 Black and Milds, and fucking the Tony Hinchcliffe was like, dude, no way. He's like, let me read this. You're making this up. And he reads it. He's like, oh my God. Cam Patterson's the best, bro, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
Him and the Asian guy are like...
No, dude, Hans Kim's not the...
I don't like that guy.
He's not that funny,
No,
bro. He's not that
you
funny.
cannot say Hans Kim is not funny.
I'm saying it right now.
he
You're
has-
saying he's not funny? He's never made you laugh?
I'll tell you right now.
He has a couple good sets.
I've never watched this
He's
guy.
one of the OGs. He's one of the OGs.
been
from
Dude, one of
Kill
the
Tony.
one of the funniest things that I think he like that made me laugh that he said, he comes out and he's all like, "Oh fuck, we got a woman running for president, huh? What the fuck we got going on? A circus or something like that?" And it was just so
Silent.
funny the way he delivered it, dude. Killed me.
There's ton, but he's putting on a bunch of people. Like there's this one girl, I didn't see her set, but the video I saw is like right after she does her set, so I couldn't tell if she was funny or not. But he's got Roseanne. He's got
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, she's up there on the thing with him or whatever. And Tony's like, "Hey, thanks for coming out." And she lives like super far in Texas, and she came out just to maybe be able to do 1 minute.
And yeah.
Like that kind of like bigger lady, or like she's like all
Yeah,
in pink,
and then she offered her to come on tour with
to
Roseanne.
open up for her
Yeah.
whole tour. Like
Changed her life.
her whole life, man. Like Casey Rocket's one of those guys. Like,
Well, that's the whole basis
Well, that
of Kill
changed his
Tony
life
is
is
it's,
Kill Tony.
it's open mic.
yeah.
Well, dude, there's
all
that
these
one-
guys go in there.
what's that?
People
What's
when they're
that?
not funny,
There's
though.
some that are uncomfortable.
Dude, hold
bro.
on. Have you seen that? What's that big redheaded beard guy? He screams.
Yeah,
William
yeah.
something.
No, he's one of the guys.
He's all, dude, he comes out. He's all like, he says something about like he's all. What's the guy who runs the computer? What's his name? Red Band.
Red Band, yeah.
He's all like, Red Band tried to buy 100 hot dogs from what's the late that Disney movie, the 100 Dalmatians or whatever. 100 Dalmatians from, and he says her name. And he's all like, this fucking idiot. Or he says something. He's all, he doesn't realize that hot dogs are stolen dogs. He thinks they're hot dogs. He's a fucking fat dumbass. And he screams
They
it, bro.
roast Red Band
Dude,
a lot,
dude,
bro.
dude,
They
but
do get on Red Band a lot.
the way he just screams, he's like, you fucking fat dumbass.
Yeah.
That fool is one of the funny.
It
He is
kills
funny
me,
one,
dude.
though.
It kills, like, he's so funny, dude.
Really, bro. Like Joe Rogan did a lot for stand-up comedians. Like I was seeing like an interview or whatever, and this guy's trying to grill Joe Rogan to this guy named Stravos. He's like a short, like fat dude.
Stavros?
Stavros,
Alkeus,
like
dude?
the Greek dude or
Oh,
whatever,
bro,
with the
he's
glasses.
He's one of the best.
But some guy's trying to like comes on his podcast and he's like he's like I don't like Joe Rogan whatsoever. And Stravos is sticking up for him the whole time, and he's like, dude, Joe's the man. He's like, shut the fuck up. Joe's the man. He opened a comedy club that he probably lost money on, paid everybody through the whole pandemic. And like in Austin, where that club is that he opened, it's like when people go up to do sets, they get like $500 a night. So it's like an actual place where comedians can like go and pay their bills.
Start up or
Yeah,
whatever.
and he was telling, he's like, there's no other place on the planet like that. Like Joe Rogan, even though I don't think his stand-up is very funny, he's done a lot
His
for
new
stand-up
special was
comedians.
great.
I haven't seen that.
His new special was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Was it like
okay.
Carry the Boats or something? Or who's
Yeah,
gonna carry the boats?
burn the boats.
Burn the boat.
Dude, he started out really not doing like a lot, bro. Like not doing a lot, but like not getting like a lot of traction, bro.
He was on a TV show way back in the day. He was on Friends, I think, for a little bit.
yeah, he was
For
on,
real?
Yeah, he was on.
That's when he
was
got
on a
like his
TV
big
show.
start, I think, was Friends.
He was an actor.
And then Fear Factor.
Fear Factor was his biggest
Thing
was
he
like his
did at
big
the
break,
time.
I think. From Fear Factor is when he started doing, like, during that whole time he was still doing his podcast.
Yeah.
They were doing it through like online, like Zoom almost.
One of the first ones to do.
I think he
do it.
probably was the first
Well, he got
one.
the
No, he
idea. He
wasn't.
got the
No.
idea
From the
dude from
pod,
Bob
they call it
Green.
the Podfather.
Yeah, Bob
what's his name?
Green
Bob
or-
Green, the Podfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he changed the game. That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
Honestly.
they literally call that Bob, is it Bob Green? They call him the Podfather.
That's cool. I didn't know all that.
Well, shit, dude. Joe Rogan's got like 3,000 episodes or some shit, dude. Like that's a lot of fucking episodes.
He's been doing it
bro.
for a long time, yeah. And it's the biggest podcast on the planet.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think still it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Joe Rogan
By far.
Experience. Yeah.
And then Kill Tony, which takes place at the mothership, is the biggest live show.
And that's the club that he opened, right? Yeah.
Sold out Madison Square Garden, man. That's
Who did?
Kill Tony.
Oh fuck.
Did a live show at Madison Square Garden. Crazy.
That's insane. Like
It's nuts,
Dude, Cam
bro.
Patterson had a really good set there at that too.
that would be so crazy, bro. Like to go from like doing open mics at some places to like in a couple months, bro, you got a spot in Madison Square Garden.
Dude, there's
Like,
some,
That's like
Imagine
like one of the meccas, bro, to try and sell out. Like just in my opinion,
They call that the Mecca.
oh, that is the Mecca. Okay.
venue
I like-
of,
dude,
of
they-
all sporting events.
Madison
is
Square.
Madison Square
they
Garden.
roast the fuck out of some people. Like there's this weird looking guy on there one time. He's all like,
He's like, how far away can you stand from a school?
he's all yeah. What do you do for your hobbies other than putting body parts in refrigerators?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
dude. You can know. You see it on his face though that he's like pissed.
Yeah,
Cam comes up and he's like, did somebody let that guy go home?
yeah.
Yeah. He's like, who the fuck is letting that guy out of the building? That
Yeah.
guy's a serial killer.
No, there's the one. There's
he
the one
grills
bigger
people
guy.
when they're not funny.
He's
They
also
tear 'em
really
apart.
funny. He's like, yeah. She's like, they give me shit for roasting Tony because he's gay, but there's just too many jokes to tell. Talking like because he's well, he might not even be gay.
I think
don't
that's
know.
No, Tony's not gay.
That's the
It's
joke.
like, yeah.
Is he seems like
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
zesty as fuck.
He's mad
bro.
zesty, but he's not. Yeah.
He's also a big
Fucking
wrestling
bougie.
fan. He's a big
Yeah.
big wrestling fan.
WWE.
He's always
Tony
beefing with
Hinchcliffe.
that bigger black dude. with
That's
the
what I'm talking
dreads.
about, yeah.
Oh, okay. Like they're
They're always
back
going
and
in
forth.
that. Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? What's that guy's name? Yeah, well, that guy's
He has the
hilarious.
dreads.
Yeah,
he's
I can't-
funny. He's funny though.
But he's always roasting Tony. I'm trying to think. I
David
can't even think of
Lucas.
a joke.
David Lucas is his name,
dude.
yep.
He's hilarious, dude.
But he was doing stuff before Kill Tony, wasn't he? I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like I've seen that guy
I've-
before that.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's dude. Like shout out to those guys, man, for like
You know what-
keeping that kind of comedy.
Oh, all
alive.
day,
Like,
bro.
you know
that's
all
awesome.
day.
Do you know what's funny sometimes on that Kill Tony is like they'll have a celebrity guest on there who like kind of has a bad night and gets roasted by like the people on stage. Like
Yeah.
like just recently there was this episode where there was these two guys on that were comedians, and throughout the night, bro, one of them was getting pretty fucking shit on by all the by the people who get picked out of the hat.
Damn.
Yeah, like he was having a rough one, dude.
I feel like, man, I've only been to one like stand up comedy thing where they're like just
That was your homie though,
that was
right?
my homie, bro,
Okay.
and he had the best set of all. He's hilarious, bro.
What's his name?
Shout out to Caleb Nash, man. He goes by Death Wish on everything. Death Wish has 2 H's at the end. Add that dude, you literally will not regret it. But this guy, bro, he's in Ohio, and
I'll see if my uncle knows him, bro.
he hosts.
Because he lives in Ohio,
Yeah,
so
he
okay.
straight up hosts all these comedy nights. So he's doing mini specials in between, or like mini sets in between all these people he's bringing up. He works at a comedy store.
Like he's because he's the host of it, so he's trying to fucking keep the crowd alive or whatever.
yeah,
Okay.
He had this joke when he was here where like the guy before him, bro. I was like, oh, dude, there's no fucking way that my buddy is gonna kill this dude. And he goes up there and plays off of a joke he just said, and he's like, yeah, well, first of all, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm half black and half Italian. And he's like, my buddy asked me the other day, he's like, well, how black are you? He's like, well, if you're asking, he's like, I'm not black enough to say it. And he's like, and I'm not Italian enough to say it either. But it was just something like light. But dude, it just lit this, like, it just went from like kind of like a crowd
Yeah.
that was like, to he had that place ripping, dude. And
that's tight,
I had
dude.
recorded his whole set. And then there was this dumb drunk bitch next to me talking the whole time. So in the video, it's just her talking.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm like,
awesome.
awesome. And he killed it, man. I'd love to
Fuck
go
yeah,
see him
dude.
down there.
One of the ones on Kill Tony that was crazy is this one tweaker guy, this older guy goes on stage and he was like, they asked him a question. He's like, well, I used to do heroin or smoke meth with the Night Stalker.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, wait, what? He's like, they're like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, Richard Ramirez, yeah. He's like, yeah, I was using the same circle as me. I used to do drugs with him or whatever. And he remembers a conversation where they were like, yeah, man. He's like, I always thought that guy was weird. And he's like, yeah, there was a There was somebody was saying, one time, Richie, they called him Richie. He was like,
Richie.
Richie had a pentagram on his floor, and they were like, he was like, yeah, I kind of thought it was kind of weird, and he's like, oh yeah, one of them was like, oh yeah, you think, whatever, and he was like, yeah, man, and then I remember sitting there and we were watching TV, and it's like, oh man, that's Richie running from the cops. It's like, oh Richie, run, Richie, run, Richie, run.
People chasing after him. And we're like,
Run, Richie, run. Have you ever watched that? Have you guys ever watched the story about that guy?
Yeah,
Richie
the Night Saga.
Ramirez?
It's crazy.
I know a little bit about it, but I'm not into all that serial killer shit, bro.
It's fascinating, bro.
If you are into another good podcast, if you're into true crime podcasts, shout out to Morbid. They are two very, very intelligent ladies that go in depth on these like true crime events, dude. It's a really good podcast. So shout out them.
Fuck yeah.
But I that podcast got me through my night shift, dude. When I was working at Albertson Sundries, dude, I would listen to like 3 or 4 episodes a night, dude. And I would get like engulfed in them, dude. Like they're interesting,
They're fascinating.
very fascinating. Like some of the stuff, and it's all real. So like some of the stuff they talk about on there is like
mad morbid, like
insane.
literally morbid,
like literally insane, like things that you can't imagine happening to someone. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. There's that stuff. My mom was just telling me about this. There's this documentary. It's called like The Curious Case of Nancy Grace. And it's about this like girl, like this couple adopts this like disabled chick from another country or whatever. I think she's from like Haiti or something, like some country. But basically this couple adopts this kid, and they get her back, and she's got like problems with her feet. She's got like growing problems and stuff. But there's something in her like pituitary gland. It's like your gland, like you go through like with puberty and like growth and stuff like that. And so like I guess like had like the features of a woman, but this kid, and it was a kid, was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And so like when the parents supposedly, like there's 2 sides of the story, and I think the parents were really fucked up. But so they think that she's a woman, like that's what they say, that they think that this person's scamming her. They think that she's a woman, and they go to court and everything about it. And this judge deems this kid to be a 22-year-old woman. And so, dude, they're in this court battle against each other forever about like how this little girl's being abused and she's actually 6.
Yeah.
But the judge is like, oh, you're 22, you're a grown woman. And so she's getting treated like a grown woman with this disability forever by these people. Man. Like, dude.
What the fuck?
Dude, crazy.
What is this?
That's wild.
It's The Curious Case of Nancy Grace.
And it's real?
It's a real thing. Yeah.
There was one with I remember reading about this lady got adopted from like Ukraine or like somewhere in Europe. And she looked like she was like 11 or 12, and she ended up being like 27,
Isn't this
28.
Is that what Orphan's based off of?
That sounds like Orphan.
That's yeah. That's also another movie. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Oh shit.
Yeah.
But keep going though, because
But no,
insane.
she was a weirdo. Like she was like really fucking weird, like demented.
Yeah, like Orphan, kind of like that movie.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, she's older and shit. That movie, the first time I seen Orphan, dude. That's the one when the caseworker goes inside the house at first, and they fucking have her in the stove. That's the one, right? When she goes in there and sees her trapped in the stove, and the dad's like strung out, hasn't slept for a minute and shit, and he's like fucking holding her in the stove. She's like, "What the fuck?" And he come to find out later on in the movie he was trying to kill her because it's
because of everything that happened. Yeah,
fucking crazy movie, dude.
That stuff would be so insane. I didn't ever know that was based on a true story.
Yeah, it was. I don't think she killed anybody or anything, but she was like
Evil.
I don't know. She was like she killed a cat or some shit.
She's probably like a psychopath.
Yeah, there was. She was like,
if you're 27,
She was like
trying
very
to pass as an 11-year-old.
very manipulative and like
it was something like She knew what she was doing though. She knew what she was doing, and
they like
they took then I think that ended up in court too. I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't there were like weird stuff going on where she was like trying to seduce the dad too as.
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I can't remember the fucking
in the movie though. She does try to do that though. I think.
Does she?
I think so.
I couldn't remember. It's been a long time since I saw the movie.
Yeah, she's like trying to flirt with the dad and everything. Yeah,
something weird like that.
Yeah, that's a scary, bro. Like I don't know,
dude. Imagine that, adopting someone and then thinking they're like 8 years old, and it turns out.
You guys, have we ever talked about the movie Sinister?
Oh yeah,
with Ethan Hawke. Have we talked about that?
That's a good movie.
That movie is messed up, man. I've never seen the second one. The first time I watched Sinister,
second one
I was
wasn't
by
that good.
myself, and I was like, I wish I went like right before I went to bed.
The second one wasn't that
Watch
good.
it by myself.
Do you know
I
what's
You watch
crazy?
a comedy right after that?
Is one of the scariest movies I feel like is Blair Witch, and it was like filmed with a budget of like $5,000.
which is
That's
impressive.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cult classic too.
Yeah,
that's one of the.
I
Cult
mean, I
classics.
love that movie, dude.
For
I
the
thought it was-
promotion of the movie, they were giving out missing signs of the 3 people in the movie. It's like missing. Have you seen this?
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And the one thing that was behind the movie is the reason they did actors that nobody knew is because they wanted these actors to only do this movie, like.
So like they'd actually be missing or whatever.
Yeah, that was like the whole thing behind it. And then Stephen King couldn't even finish that movie, bro.
dude. Yeah, that is crazy. That is wild. Have you guys ever seen Grave Encounters? That one went out. Okay, I watched that one when I was like 17, 16, and that one scared the shit out of me. There's a Grave Encounters and Grave Encounters 2. You'd have to watch them both, but they're both good.
Barbaro Skralov, she's a Chechen. She was supposedly a 13-year-old girl. She had a medical condition called hypoparathyroidism. I'm not even going to try to get that right.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Hi, Papa Charizard.
She posed as a 12-year-old girl.
Hi, Papa Charz. Hi, Papa Charizard.
She was 33, dude.
Oh my god,
Dude, dude, you literally had a 33-year-old woman walking around.
Oh, she killed 7 people.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So
Oh, yeah,
but not
that
in
is
the
crazy.
not in
I
the
don't even
United
think she
States.
hurt
though,
anybody.
right? Not in the United States though.
Wait, is this the plot for the movie? Hold on.
he's just reading the orphan.
Yeah, he's just reading the orphan bugging plot.
I was reading the plot, bro. Hold on.
But she doesn't
But
kill
the
people.
idea came from Barbara Sklorova,
So you fucking
33-year-old
killed me,
woman who
dude.
passes a 13-year-old boy named Adam in Norway.
What?
Yeah, she.
That's wild.
Brother.
And then I guess the parents that took her in were involved in a cult. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, okay.
We gotta get off this. No, I'm just fucking.
That's a scary thing though, dude. Like imagine if you like adopted like what's that movie with Marlon Wayans?
Yeah,
and he's
dude.
the baby.
Little man.
little man, bro. That's a classic.
He's got
bro.
tattoos on him and shit. He's like smoking cigars.
Dude, he's all like
Hot take, dude. I never found that movie funny.
She walks.
I never found that movie funny.
I thought it was funny.
He's all. He walks in.
I'm the only
he's
one,
All
I feel
like, he's all. Or she's like, last night was so good.
I was about to say the
He
same
gave it
shit.
to me twice. And he's all twice.
Yeah, he's like thinking. He's like, what?
And then the baby's all.
The funniest part is who's the grandpa? What's his name in that, dude?
Oh yeah, dude. He's the grandpa that plays off like all the other like.
He's in Friday.
Yeah, he's the grandpa.
John Witherspoon?
Yeah, Witherspoon.
Bro,
Rest in peace.
He's
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
dude.
rest in peace.
Him on Soul Plane. Have you guys ever
Oh,
seen Soul
funny,
Plane?
dude.
Oh,
Hilarious.
bro. I'm a player.
Bro.
He's like, babe, stinky finger. Homeboy smells. He's like, anyway, actually, you got was for Mrs. Potato Head. And that shit is so funny, dude. He's like, oh, I'm going. He's all freaking
I
out,
haven't
bro.
seen that forever.
I love
Dude, crazy funny,
I
bro.
love in Little Man. That fool's like he has like a itch. He's like, nah, that fool. He's someone who he ain't supposed to be. And they're like, no, granddad, you're just old as fuck. You don't even know what you're talking about.
He's like, nah, that motherfucker.
And he's like on the phone and shit. He's like, no, I see him, and he's all got a gun pointing. Like, granddad, what are you doing?
At the baby.
Yeah, at the baby and shit. Oh my god,
That's a classic.
I don't know how you don't find that movie funny, dude.
That's just like, I don't know.
I think you gotta watch it again.
He's
dude.
just more
How long's it been
comedically
since you
advanced
watched
than
it?
we are. So
Yeah,
or
probably.
or on the decline.
He's
I don't
more
know.
sophisticated.
yeah, you're smarter than us.
No, I just never found it funny, dude. There's a couple of comedy movies that are big that I haven't necessarily found
Like what?
funny.
Name one. Name three.
Grown Ups.
You didn't find Grown Ups.
Grown
funny?
Ups is
Grown
a
Up or
great
Grown
movie.
Ups 2. Grown Ups 2 was
They shouldn't have done a second one.
the movie kicks off with a deer in the house that starts peeing on him. It's like, dude, what is going on?
I mean, that's honest.
I got mixed feelings about them doing a second Happy Gilmore. To be honest,
Yeah.
with you.
I don't,
really do.
that should be an untouchable movie, but
I think
money.
the fact that
Making
it's
new
Adam,
ideas.
The fact that it's
Making
Adam
new idea.
Sandler, I think it'll be good. Just because it's Adam
Well,
Sandler.
people, it's going to be probably like a hit at a box office.
he was just on New Heights podcast or whatever, and he was talking about Happy Gilmore. He's talking about getting Travis Kelce in that movie.
He was just on Joe Rogan. too.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't listened to that episode.
He's got
yet,
a new movie coming out that's like half movie, like a half drama movie, and then like it goes in to his set, and then it becomes a comedy set. Like it's
weird take on a movie. Then
it's super weird. It's super
but
weird.
has it
idea.
ever been done before?
I don't know.
Adam
Probably
Sandler
not.
is getting back into stand up too.
I could see him.
What's
He used
the-
to play guitar all the time and
what's-
sing funny shit. Like
What's the movie that
He was in a band.
the movie
I didn't
him
know
and
that.
Seth Rogen did, where Seth Rogen was writing fucking jokes for him?
Oh, that's the one where he's a superstar comedian, and it's not. Yeah, it's Seth Rogen and
Adam Sandler.
His buddy is the guy from Pineapple Express, the fat one,
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, I think. And Jonah Hill
What's
gets
the
mad
movie
at him.
though? I can't.
What's that?
Because he's like writing jokes for Adam Sandler.
It's like
he's like, I'll give you this amount of
Adam
money.
Sandler has cancer in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never even heard
I have
of that.
no idea what
Dude,
you're
it's
talking
funny,
about.
bro. It's funny. It's kind of fucked up too, because in the movie, like not Joe Rogan, but Seth Rogen's like, "Fuck, dude, I'm trying to get famous," but he's behind the scenes just writing jokes for Adam Sandler. He's like, "I'll pay you, just keep your fucking mouth shut," kind of shit. And he lets him stay at his house or lets him come over, and he's like trying to bag these chicks or whatever. Adam's like, "Yeah, no, you can have this one or whatever." And then she ends up dipping out and going and having fun with Adam Sandler in the movie. And
Doesn't he get out of the
called-
pool and he's got like a baby's arm on him?
It's called Funny People. That's what it's
Yeah, it's good. I liked
Dude,
it.
it's funny that he has a crush on this chick, right? And his roommate's all, if you don't, because his roommate's like a famous movie star or something like that, or he's in a TV show, so he acts like he's this crazy fucking movie star, but he's just literally in like a sitcom TV show. That's it. Not even like a major role either. And he's all like, "You better talk to that girl, or else I'm gonna bang her." And he's all, "I'll give you a week." And he's all, "If you don't get her in a week, I'm gonna bang her." And then so he starts hitting off with this chick, dude. And he's like, then they're like, they like each other. And then she like a week goes by and she bangs this dude. Yeah, dude, bangs his roommate.
Yeah,
I was like,
That's
dude.
like one of those like low.
And she's like,
not
"Well,
low
I didn't think you
quality,
were.
but-
I didn't think you were into me."
Like a low-
He's all,
like a low
"So you
budget."
bang my
Yeah.
roommate?
Some of those low budget movies are good though, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah, all day, dude.
Yeah, like when they drift horses and shit, dude.
Zach and Mary make a porno. You ever
Oh, that's a
seen
good
that?
one.
that's a
yeah.
great movie.
Sex Drive.
I love that. Sex Drive, classic
Classic.
movie.
Seth Rogen, bro, has been a part of a lot
Road
of
Trip,
stuff.
Road Trip,
Road Trip's
Road
good.
Trip's
Dude,
a
that
fucking
is
classic.
that's
National
honestly,
Lampoons.
bro, one of the funniest movies of all time, dude.
Road Trip
Bro.
up there first watch is that's one of the
I
funnier
don't know. I think
movies.
year
First
one's
watch.
my-
Fir-
my-
Year one,
I agree,
bro.
I agree.
He said
First
gold,
watch.
gold boy.
But so
Yeah,
like that's a
Officer
that's a
Eddie
thing.
Murphy's he's a liar.
Like I like judging movies too, bro. Like based on like rewatchability too. You know what I mean? Like how
That's a
many,
major
Do you know?
one.
Do you know?
Like,
do you know what movie I can rewatch a lot is Benchwarmers, dude. That movie's funny as hell.
Benchwarmers a funny movie.
I think it was a goat.
He's like call 411. He's like on the fence or whatever.
Who
stuck.
did this? And he throws up outside of that porta potty. He's like, "Carlos, you're drunk. Just give me the ball."
That's
He-
that is one of the funnier.
He's about to pitch. He said, "Maria, why did you leave
We
me?"
talked about this too, where he's
Yeah.
like, it's like I am 12.
He's got 10 bucks. He's
Green
like, "He's
plant.
got down for documentation."
I think one movie I've rewatched over, like, okay, two movies: Step Brothers and then Big Daddy. Bro,
Big Daddy's
bro.
a great movie.
I love when
It's like, Sonny, I could wipe my own ass.
He's like, oh, old man. The old man. He's like, I'll beat you up like I did last week. He's like, last week was a fluke. Bring it on, woman.
and you like a woman. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
bring
like,
it on.
woman. Yeah, no, the shit that I used to quote all the time.
He's like,
with
what's
Kai,
wrong
shout
with
out
what's
Kai
wrong
Kai.
with him? He's had too much soda.
Anytime I would like see a homie or something, like I would add on, be like, hell yes.
What's that guy's
he
name?
says that in the thing.
The guy, the actor in that movie, the other actor, in
Big Daddy.
yeah, Big Daddy.
What other like the
Jon
other
The-
name?
Stewart?
yeah, the friend.
John Stewart.
No, that's not who I'm thinking of. Maybe it's not him.
oh,
John
the,
Stewart,
his
Steve
his
Buscemi,
roommate,
Rob Schneider.
No.
his roommate,
John
right?
Stewart is his roommate.
Isn't what- who
He's
is
the guy
it-
that goes to Buffalo.
Is
Who's
that John Stewart?
It's John Stewart.
Holy
bro.
shit.
Straight up.
Who's the guy off Grown Ups? The one that goes down the rope swing. He's all, "I'm an animal."
The Steve Buscemi. He's Steve
Yeah,
Buscemi.
he's the homeless
Is-
guy.
is- okay, he's in that movie.
Sausage
Bro,
muffin.
Yeah, one of the funniest parts is he's like, fuck.
My dad gave me a crew cut. Stop yelling at me.
No, whenever they're in court and he's like on the stand, he's like, yeah, and he's just fucking
keeps
doing
rambling
stupid
on,
shit,
yeah.
and he just does this with the bag of fucking McDonald's. He's like, oh yeah, no, he's a great dad.
the part when they're in the courtroom is the best part because it's where he got the hell yes thing. He's like, Jon Stewart like realizes he's like, man, he's like, it was World Series, blah blah blah, beers were flowing, whatever. He's all hell yeah, hell yeah. One time, me and the homie Kai used to mess around doing that and shit, and it was like we were talking about like going down to the bar or something. This one said nothing all night, and he just pops up, he's like, hell yeah.
He just comes out of the shadows.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, bro, yeah, dude, shit's so funny, man. No, I love Big Daddy, bro. We were just funny. We're talking about this as I was just on the Xbox party two days ago, and they kept saying my name, like calling for me and shit. And so I was like, Julian. He's I'm over here, dude. You've all cried watching that movie one time.
What movie is
Right?
that?
Not
Big
me.
Daddy.
You've never cried watching Big Daddy one time?
no.
Cried.
Oh, dude, one of the first few
No,
times.
that's
as a
Well, you
kid-
have no feelings.
One of the
That's
first
a
times
sad
as a
movie,
kid, like when I was
low-key.
really young, dude, that shit hit me. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, dude.
Well, dude, it's because like
Bro, like Mike is what.
Oh,
have you ever
damn.
seen Like
Well, I
Mike?
would, they have
That's
that
a
on
tearjerker.
Tubi. I just passed that on Tubi
That's
too.
a tearjerker
bro,
for real.
what sucks about that is like the system is honestly so fucked, bro. About
It is,
like
man.
like
It
even like
is.
adopted kids or anything. Like if they're in a good spot, but it's not like the legal guardian or whatever, it's like fuck, dude. This kid's having the time of his life. He's fucking happy.
Let people that want to be parents be parents. bro.
Exactly, bro.
There's way
Exactly.
too many motherfuckers in the world, dude.
Deadbeats and shit, dude.
That
Yeah.
seriously, man.
Yeah, no, and it's the storyline. If you put yourself in Jon Stewart's shoes, bro, you're about to go to China to start your career. You're representing whatever the big firm, the law firm.
This dude's like, oh yeah.
The next
dude.
morning, you're at the airport. Your homie calls you. He's like, "Yo, dog, there's a
kid's
kid that is saying that you're his
Is
dad."
who's Jon Stewart? Is he the one from
The Daily Show, Comedy Central. He's
Okay, I know who he is.
he's like one of those. He's like Stephen Colbert.
you
he's like
definitely
one of
know
those
who Jon
personalities.
He's got a big ass forehead.
Jon Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't even remember. I don't even know what
He's
he looks
got like a
right
fucking
now.
slick back
What came
hair,
first?
whatever.
Was it the Colbert Report or was it the Daily Show?
The Daily Show was the first one that I
Okay.
the first one I remember. Like way back as a kid.
That's what
Comedy
I think,
Central,
too, is the
Daily Show, and then the Colbert Report.
Came on after, and then who? And then
Taj Point
well,
came out.
Colbert goes on to
Tosh
do.
Point oh is crazy.
Yeah, he does a
Way ahead of
podcast
his
right
time.
now.
Way ahead
Bro.
of his time.
If he was doing that now, oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, he
Shorts?
wouldn't survive, dude.
Why wouldn't he survive?
No. If him coming up, if Taj did that right now with society, he'd probably
he
be
might get-
big, but he would be canceled.
Yeah.
But I guess cancel culture is dying. Like,
That's what they
dying
did
right
to
now.
Anthony Jeselnik.
do you know
They
how to-
cancel his show after like one show?
Damn.
Do you know? Do you know how to beat cancel
quick.
cancel culture?
You do
you
it.
just fucking ignore it, dude. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna cancel you off of? I mean, unless you do something really fucked
I
up.
think a lot of that.
I don't
stuff,
give
though,
a fuck. I don't
Exactly.
care.
like
I don't
unless
give a
you're
fuck.
unless you're doing something that's like hurting other people. Like
Yeah.
if somebody's trying to cancel you just for something that you say,
Cancel
like, you're allowed
culture
to
is
fucking say
it goes
shit.
against everything with free speech, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's
In
like,
all
dude,
honesty.
who cares, bro? It's like, dude, you can say I'm canceled all you want. I'm still gonna wake up and do what I do.
Like
still
the
doing
shit
it.
that's going on in Brazil right now, dude. Crazy, straight up crazy. They're trying to censor. They just froze
X?
all of Elon Musk or Starlink's assets in Brazil. All the satellites, I think maybe even Teslas if they're in Brazil. Like everything, they're trying to censor what's going on in Brazil right now with
Censor
their
the
president.
censors.
And what's crazy is he looks exactly like fucking Voldemort. Look up a picture of the guy.
The president?
Yes, of Brazil. He's like has this picture. He has
President
this
of
black
Brazil.
cape on. Yeah, it's a big deal, bro. It's a big thing, and there was a. I'm not. I mean, we don't got to get deep here. You know what I mean, like political or whatever. But there's people in Brazil that believe that the coup of free speech and freedom of a platform is being funded to censor, or it being censored by the Brazilian
This dude right
government.
here?
Yes, by the
me see.
Brazilian government is backed by the deep state. There's a
Kinda does.
big thing kind of going on. If it's all over X, a lot of people are like there. He got to the point where he's like, he literally said, "You will be fined $3,000 a day if you use X."
Really?
That is not the president of Brazil, by the way.
He's a bald dude.
That's not him though. This is the president. Of
This
Brazil.
said minister.
No, it's the bald.
This says minister of the Supreme Federal Court of Brazil.
He's the minister of the Supreme. Yeah.
Well, whatever the fuck he is.
Whatever your
He's-
fucking facts
yeah.
are, dude, they're
Still-
not fucking
still an
straight,
evil
okay?
dude, though.
Still, yeah, it's a
probably,
fucked
yeah.
up
Pick up a
thing.
book, dude.
And it's like
Touch
fucking,
grass,
like,
Seto.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's crazy
We're-
stuff, man.
What
It's
did you
crazy
guys-
world.
We got a wild next 2 months.
That's what I keep telling motherfuckers, bro.
Let's just say
I
that.
keep
It's
telling
gonna
What did you
get
guys want to
crazy.
bring up? That thing in Georgia, right? What was?
Oh, there's
That's another
There's a high school
tragedy,
shooting
bro.
today
That's
in
so
Georgia.
sad.
I
that
just
what you're
heard about
talking
it from my coworker, dude.
It was
But
like 30 people were shot, and it was like four people were
died.
dead.
14-year-old kid did it.
That's
like,
crazy.
what's got to
bro.
go through your head for that, dude? Like what?
Hate.
It's a mental health crisis. I've known plenty of people that have all types of guns that wouldn't even think of doing that shit.
Fuck no, dude.
It's a mental health crisis.
Most of the
dog.
people you know with guns though would have fucking done something about that.
That's
they
the
were in the
thing.
area.
Yeah,
Fuck
see,
yeah,
that's
dude.
right.
See, that's
though.
the thing is like is
That's the question because of all this stuff, right?
I mean,
it's
a high
highly
school,
it's a
though.
highly controversial topic of having armed security in a high school. But nowadays, I mean,
Well, dude, you ever see that stuff in like this church in
Why
Texas
not?
where this guy like he stands up to try to like kill this whole church
and his
in
fucking
Texas,
gun misfires.
and
Now homeboy dumps him. Yeah,
dang, dang, dang.
the old guy.
But
Old
like,
guy dumps him.
But how many dudes that are sitting in that
Yeah.
in those pews? I got it on them. You know,
You know what I think it is, bro? I think people are scared of the repercussions of what they're going to do for being the justice system.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you can't make guns illegal. Number
you can't,
one,
dude.
You can't.
They're going to try their hardest.
Good try.
but-
yeah, nice
but-
try.
All that's doing is disarming the good guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
The
what I'm
only
saying.
people left that are going to have guns are going to be criminals because they already have guns. Either go
Drugs are illegal.
Go
Do
into
you think a
Chicago
gang- do you
and-
think
drugs are
and try to
illegal?
take everybody's guns.
Do you think a
fuck
gang?
Go ahead.
Do you think a gang member is going to go and buy a registered gun? No, they're gonna fucking scratch that shit off. They're
Not even
they're-
doesn't even need to be a gang member, bro.
how
It
many
could
of
be
those-
literally
It could be
anybody.
it could be anybody, but they're
You're
gonna have
if
but
you
no,
go
but
through
that's,
and you
that's
take
the
that
thing,
away,
though. What
you're
I'm
gonna
saying,
have people that go through that are
that's not true
the
though.
blue collar people that are legit people
That's-
that will go through and buy it illegally.
That's not 100% true though, because a lot of these mass shooters are doing it with a registered gun that they bought themselves. So what I was saying is like it's easy, like crimes that are like guns that you would use to ditch, right? That would
You're going to scratch them off.
Yeah, they're scratches, so you can
Fucking
you're not
wipe
getting,
off their
you're not getting,
fingerprints.
Yeah, you're not getting traced back to you. But most like these mass shootings are being done by people who went and physically bought the gun themselves.
See, but what sucks, dude, is if
I
someone
mean, obviously not this 14-year-old because he can't buy a gun. But
like that dude that what was that shooting?
no, but the gun was bought legally and registered.
Yeah, I
It's
bet.
the same,
was-
it's the same thing.
What was that dude that went into the fuck, dude? He was like an old army vet or something like that. He was out of the army and he went in willingly, like he had like an M4.
Uvalde, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking in Texas.
Yeah.
Full jumped the fence and ran in there, and they were trying to tell him not to, bro. He's like, "What the fuck?"
He's like, I'm
Fuck that
fighting for
shit."
my country right now.
No, the best one, dude. The best one is, obviously
Damn,
people that
Missouri.
don't like watching violence and shit, but the best one is that one in fucking Tennessee. And it's fucked up that we have so many examples to say. Remember that one? Do you remember that one? But the one in Tennessee with that woman or what, that whatever was confused about whatever. She goes in, she shoots up that private school. The cop, the body cam of the cop, bro, as soon as he turns the corner and gets eyes on this fucking bitch, dumps her. Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, why couldn't they do that to homeboy that did the Hill Park fucking shooting or whatever in Florida, where they fucking found him at the Burger King, let him eat his food? Like, what the fuck?
Just
dude?
let him sit there.
Yeah.
What
the
about that guy
fuck,
who shot
dude?
up a whole movie theater in Colorado?
That's why I'm sketched out. That's
That's
why
crazy.
I ever since then, bro, I've never been
because
comfortable
you're,
in a movie
you're
theater.
literally trapped in
My
there, bro.
my whole life, bro,
Yeah.
since I've been a kid, since I've seen that, when I seen that, the fucker with the green hair and shit,
Yeah.
I've always been. That's why I sit at the very top.
They need
I
to.
feel
That's
that.
why I sit at the very top of the movie.
I sit at the very
every
top
time,
just because
bro.
They
I
need
like
to-
the view.
I don't
thing,
like people
but-
behind me, bro.
They need to
Fuck
put
that.
exits like way like in more spots. I feel like in movie theaters,
Like in
because
every
literally,
corner or
yeah, there's
whatever?
like two places to get out. One person gets down below, you're not getting out.
Like sitting duck the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, dude. If you
It's
got a big,
fucked
if you
up.
got a big clip, because I mean, once you're reloading, dude, that's your time to
Dude, no,
get
but the thing
fuck
is
out.
that guy threw like a military grade smoke bomb in the
During
in
the
front, and
Batman movie.
They thought it was a part of the movie, the premiere. One of the
Yeah.
guys that I read that had said that, and bro, from my understanding is this motherfucker was blasting, dude, just spraying, dude.
See, and
And,
those
and
people,
then they arrested him.
Yeah,
Nah, you got to just
fucking-
put that fool down.
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
Because
or you publicly execute that motherfucker.
That's how you
Exactly.
should
That's my
deal with
belief.
certain people like
See-
that, bro. Like if you're willing to like, this is how I feel about like school shooters, like whatever age you are, whatever, dog, however confused you are, like child predators, people that rape people, like in general, and people that like kill innocent people like that, bro. It's like, why is there any room, like? Why do you keep these fucking people around,
Do you know?
bro?
Do you
They
know
don't
what-
deserve
do you
let
know
them
what-
out,
do you know-
too.
do you know
If
what
you
I-
take-
They don't
my thought
deserve
is-
the concrete
if you
slab,
took an
bro.
innocent kid's life, especially, or you did something to a kid, or you killed an innocent person,
You know how
it's
fucked
like,
up you have to
fuck
be
you,
to
dog.
go and want to
Bro,
kill
my
kids.
thought
and
is
shit,
my
dude.
thought is if we took one of those
Take
guys,
those fuckers
the
out.
fucking the guy who shot up the fucking school or whatever, and we put him on a fucking tie him up on a pole, dude, and you let the fucking public just fucking
Public
throw
execution,
rocks,
dog.
bro,
Yeah.
whatever, dude.
Public
Like, and
execution.
don't even let him die, bro.
Shock
Not
and
right
awe.
away, at least.
Yeah.
Not right away.
Leave them hanging up there.
Yeah,
all
like
that.
oh yeah, people can come back and keep fucking him up, bro.
See-
Like, and what's that message gonna send to the next motherfucker who thinks about it? If
That's
I get
right.
caught, I better die if
Well,
I do it.
that's like in Texas or Florida where they're talking about like
the death penalty.
for like child predators. He's like,
Like imagine just walking up, bro. And
Louisiana's
Okay,
talking
yeah.
about
Fucking-
castration.
yeah, they should.
I don't know why that's not already written.
Well,
in the law.
I don't
think
know.
I think we touched on this or whatever already, but like it sucks because once they get into the system, bro, it's like once people find out, they're already done. So it's like you're gonna go through this process just to see him die in prison
other-
already.
No, but
The
the
other
thing
thing is
they
those
get,
people
they get
do not-
protection.
And
They
we're
do
paying
not
we're
get
paying for
yeah,
we're paying for them, bro.
They get
Oh, yeah.
protection, and
We're
that's-
paying for
we're
him to
paying
live.
for those fuckers to watch TV and
But they
read
do
books
studies
and-
on this all the time, bro. And it's like there's like almost 100% failure rate on trying to like rebrand those fuckers or try like what's rehabilitate them. Like it's almost like there's almost
They don't
a
deserve
no
to be
percent chance,
rehabilitated.
but that's what they try to do. with them.
fucking retarded. Dude.
You see
It's
they're
so
the
trying-
government we
and
fucking live
and then
in,
they
bro.
get
You know,
out and
they're
touch
trying
more
to call
kids.
them. They're trying to call them MAPs, like minor attracted
Fuck that.
person.
Nah,
You got me fucked up, dude.
no way.
There's a solution for that. There's a vaccine for that, and it's a motherfucking 9.
That's
dog.
what it is.
Right to the
But it's
dome,
like,
dude.
But like I'm just sitting here, bro, thinking like about this stuff, like that Georgia thing that happened, right? Like rest in peace to everybody, like everybody that was affected by that, bro. That like people that have been around that, bro. You're never gonna forget that either. Those 4 people that are dead, never gonna see their families again. Their families are never gonna see them.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't care if you're 14, fucker.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't give a fuck.
I'm putting you down, dog.
Oh, dude,
And they
yeah.
arrested that kid.
I'm gonna
No,
give him the
shit
noogie
that
of
was
his
crazy
life,
is
dude.
with the
Yeah.
I'll give him the
stuff that
noogie. I'll
came,
give him a noogie so hard that his top of his head go fucking
telling
bald.
you.
Uvalde, that one that happened there was the crazy thing is that kid is like looks over and sees her classmate dead, and she fucking rubs her blood on her face just to act like she's dead when homeboy comes through.
Oh, bro, that
That's
breaks my
fucked.
heart.
That's
bro.
fucked up, bro. A kid had to think to survive like that. That's not.
Well, they got shooting drills in school.
They
Have
were
you
they
seen-
were puking,
bro,
bro.
have
The
you seen-
cops were puking outside.
Have
Like,
you
they were
seen the
crying and
video
puking.
of that?
They should be.
The kid who shot
Crazy.
the kid who shot the supermarket. He was killing like people of color. And
Yeah, and you seen the white guy?
Yeah, he went there to go
Oh.
shoot the white guy, and the guy screams, "Oh no!" And then he's all, "Oh, sorry,"
Yep.
That's
because he
fucked,
saw
That was in
because he saw he
Buffalo. That was in Buffalo.
because he saw he was white.
It was a supermarket. Yeah.
That's insane, man.
oh, it's just.
Can you imagine like
disturbing.
coming? Can you imagine coming like face to face with some guy who's already killed a bunch of people in the
front
store,
of you.
and he's aiming the gun at you, and then like that's the moment that you're flashing, like your life's flashing behind your eyes. He's just like, "Oops, sorry," and he just walks
Keeps
away.
going.
Like that, dude. That's a fucking trip.
You got to put
bro.
people down,
Yeah.
bro. I think anybody that is capable of that amount of evil, and I'm not talking about people that are getting into fights or little disputes and stuff. Like if you have the capability, man, under like a semi clear mind that you're gonna go out and murder innocent people, it's like, bro, there should be no space in the penal system at all for those motherfuckers. There shouldn't be.
No, I think that there's a really
Like I understand due process. I understand like the law brings order, right? But like the law is not always fucking right, dude.
Fuck no.
It's not.
Fuck no.
Like there's certain laws, bro. Like you can go back to fucking like dictatorships and like different governments, like things that were legal. And it's like just because shit is legal or don't make it cool to do. You know what I mean?
They
It's like,
publicly there was a video that was on Twitter again that they publicly executed a child rapist, and it was like somewhere in the Middle East.
they should.
in front of everybody, like a whole assembly, bro. And they
Dude, the
just lay this fool down and
cartels,
just
the cartels and stuff, they're on top of that.
Oh, they don't give
Oh,
a
I've
fuck,
seen.
dude.
You ever
I've
seen
s-
the Pitbull video?
bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one where it's eating his?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
And they
that.
got him tied up. They got him tied up,
yeah.
butt ass
And
naked.
dude, he's literally like, he's not even like crying or anything. He's just so in shock of pain. He's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah. But it's like that's what you do to those people, man.
No, there's
I
some,
guarantee you did something like that here, bro. And anybody that was watching that stuff live that is a weirdo like that shit probably make you think twice, man.
well, it's just
It
weird
would.
trend that's going on right now. I think it's odd. I mean, it's cool, but it's odd that
the pedophile trend.
these influencers are going out and doing it. Like it's like, damn,
Beating up
bro.
predators and
Well,
shit.
you know, it's cool. Like I guess it's not saying it's not cool. It's kind of weird, but what I mean is like, why don't people that have pull do that more? Like,
Why
why
don't give a fuck?
You know what I
Because-
mean?
because the
Ashton
people-
Kutcher
hey,
went
here's
through
what I'm
and put
saying,
hella
because-
shit into that shit.
because
dog.
if they have pull, they're probably doing
They're
it.
part of it.
no, we don't got to
just-
get all that deep.
Didn't
into
they
that
just
shit,
bust
but-
Robert
saying,
Kraft
but-
for that? Like he was
Dude, they
on
bust.
stream. They busted.
They
his ass.
busted. Yeah, is that the guy who did
old dude?
the not Space Jam? He directed Space
Oh no,
Jam.
it's not Robert Kraft. He looked like Robert Kraft.
The
but
guy. They got the guy who
he's like a
directed
high
Space
end
Jam.
movie executive or
Yeah.
producer, and they caught him hanging out with a fucking 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, that was the one where Bradley Martin was on there.
I'm pretty sure that's Space Jam. I'm pretty
it
sure
is.
that's the same
he,
one.
He
yeah.
did the Space Jam.
Yeah,
He
I know
directed
exactly.
it.
We're like in kind of like that nicer restaurant.
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And he walks into his like apartment in that big building.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of weird fucking people out there, dude. And there's a lot of people that like, I don't know, man. Like the people that defend pedophilia, it's I don't even think I'd have the energy.
Who defends
to,
it?
Dude, there's people. What you literally just said
Oh,
it.
yeah,
They're trying
okay,
to classify
like
fuckers
yeah, like
as
MAPs.
like what the fuck, dude? Were you kidding me? Like no,
Yeah,
no,
like,
dude.
Dude, if my kid came to school one day and told me that their teacher told them that that's what they got to start calling him now, I'm like, yeah, well, I'm gonna do my own PI investigation on this fucker.
or
you
you're
know?
gonna go and have a talk with that teacher. right?
Anybody that is like that, bro, or has any like sympathy for those type of people,
Yeah, and if you're listening to this and you have sympathy for that and you think that we're controversial, stop fucking listening to us.
for real, bro. It's,
I don't want you. I don't want
it
you
is
sick
what it
to
is.
us.
Yeah,
Sick motherfucker, for real, dude.
Yeah, get the fuck off the pod.
yeah. Like, get out of here.
I hate,
bro.
I hate talking about this on this platform because it literally pisses me off.
Yeah, get my fucking
it
voice out of your
fucking
ears.
pisses
But
me
there
off.
should be no space, and if you think that this is a space for you to be there, then it's not.
You're wrong.
you, like get stepping, you
Yeah,
know.
dude.
But yeah, bro, I think that there should be harsher. I think they should just take those fuckers out. and
Public execution,
They
bro.
should, man. Like especially anything
Like a
that comes to
scary
kids.
public. Like we gotta send a message.
But a mass murder.
You could
What's
get
what's
sick
that
with
one-
that. You could
Let's
get sick
skin,
with it.
Let's skin the fucker.
You could
alive.
get sick with it,
What's
bro.
the
Let's
one
just
where
say
they-
no. I mean, dog, like there that apocalypto line
Oh,
with
dude.
Homeboy when
Oh, yeah.
he kills his son, and now obviously it's not compared to pedophilia, weird, but when he's like, I'm gonna make that motherfucker, I'm gonna cut his skin off, I'm
gonna wear
gonna
his
make
face.
him watch me wear it. Like, dude, that's the type of shit you got to be on to deal with those
What is
fucks. dog.
what is that one with the blade that comes down?
a guillotine.
Guillotine.
You know,
No, that's too easy, bro. Too
I
easy.
guess that's true.
But
The
you know-
one I would do is the fucking the where they tie the stones like to the it's
Just pull
it's a
them apart?
Russian one. It was like Vikings used to do it.
and you pull them apart,
Yeah,
right?
it's called a
Slow
blood
eagle.
roll, dude. and
Oh,
they
no, no.
That's where they'd rip your ribs out.
That's
No,
the-
what I would do is
it's
the
slow roll, dude, and it splits them apart.
I would do the
Pulls
hot
them
rat,
apart.
dude. The hot rat. Oh yeah.
oh,
That
with
would
the bowl.
that would be
Medieval torture.
Do you know
medieval
about that?
torture, but,
you ever heard about the rat one? So they put the like tie people down.
Oh, that was on Too Fast, Too Furious, dude.
Yeah,
they
but-
put a hot bowl
Yeah, and they
of
just-
whatever and heat it up.
That's like
Yeah.
that's a thing, bro.
and it makes
Real
them.
shit.
They're trying to get away from the heat.
Yeah.
That
that rat will eat through faster than you can even think, bro.
Well, because
Honestly.
even rats fucking carry diseases and shit too.
All
So you're
kinds.
No,
yeah.
but it's
just gonna rip you out. Obviously.
it's just gonna tear. It's
Yeah.
gonna tear through.
You'll probably die from shock before.
shock,
yeah.
blood
Yeah.
loss or something.
Dude, what do you
right?
do in that? It's like,
You don't.
Don't do
You
nothing,
don't do,
bro.
You don't do, bro.
You know what?
Think about it. Put yourself in that spot, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What's messed up about like the blood eagle, bro, that we were talking about?
That's
is-
fucked up. They did that to their enemies,
And
bro.
people are alive.
yeah,
Is that the one
yeah.
where they split them in half from like upside
Dude,
down?
they take their back. They
They remove
yeah.
their rib cage one by one.
But they split it.
Yeah.
But they
Oh,
split it.
what?
They,
It's
they
fucked,
take their
bro.
lungs out. They
Yeah.
take their lungs out, and they're still breathing. And they put their lungs on their back. It's called a blood eagle. But
they
the
used to
peop-
do
they're
it.
still alive.
They used to do. They used to.
How do you
the
figure
one
out you can do that?
when they were
Some
talking
fucked up
about
shit.
Yeah.
this might have been Joe Rogan. I don't think it was Joe Rogan, but it was a podcast where it was like, you're a villager, wintertime, whatever, dude, and you hear fucking this horn. It's a Viking horn, dude. And then you're looking down and you just see these big bastards coming through. And when they're done fucking with you, bro, whoever's alive, they put you on a stake and they do that to you.
Yeah.
And they leave you there for other people to find you.
Take women and children as slaves.
Yep.
That's
Crazy,
right.
bro. Crazy, man. No,
they're high
there's a
in
lot of one of the crazier ones that is slow, but it's just as fucked up as stoning.
Oh
You're
yeah,
fucking
all
throw
day.
They still do that to people.
it's
in the world, too.
isn't that tied to fucking
It's
Sharia law? Isn't that tied into that?
Dude, there was one
Sharia law, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's they tie you to the pole, whatever, hands up, dude, and they fucking throw the stones at you.
There's one
Everybody
where
takes part in it.
Everybody
dude,
gets
there's one
turned.
where they
beaming
put,
for your
they
head.
Put, They put the captive inside of a metal ball, and they have this giant bonfire underneath it.
It's like the horse or the cow.
Yeah, and
the
it's
metal
just-
cow.
it's just
That's
cooking inside.
that's a Greek mythology. That's a Greek mythology thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
the Trojan, not the Trojan horse.
That would have to be one of the worst ways to go, bro.
Dude, that being cooked, you're literally being
cooked alive.
Yeah.
What, like burned alive?
Yeah,
or
like it's a
No,
metal.
like,
it's
dude,
a metal
so the,
bowl.
The flames aren't touching you,
Yeah.
but they're touching the metal
It's
that
the
you
metal.
have no
So
way
your
of getting
skin
out of.
is
sitting on a
melting
hot
off.
pan.
fuck.
Yeah, like
Yeah, because you're not even on fire, dude. It's just fucking
it's just,
melting you.
Yeah, you're being
Oh
melted.
my God.
And that's another thing. You'll probably die from shock before you
yeah.
die from, or I don't even know.
Dude, I was thinking what if for fucking chomos and shit, what if they let the fucking kid that happened to it just beat the shit out of him with a bat? Dude?
Oh, that would
the
be
brazen
That's,
bowl.
that's fucking traumatizing.
like beat him
probably.
to
It is
death.
traumatizing, but you know how good you would if something happened to you, bro, and they let you fucking beat the shit out of the dude that
Or they're
robbed
at
your
least,
innocence?
they at least give you the option.
Yeah,
they're
dude.
like you want to take a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
brazen bowl.
the brazen bowl. Yeah. No thanks, bro.
Oh my God.
And the whole point of it too is you're stuck to one position. So it's
Can't even move.
you can't move. You're bound. Your hands are tied and then your feet are wrapped up, legit. Another one crazy one, dude. I was thinking about, dude. Imagine, the Mummy. You obviously know the Mummy, one of the best
yeah.
movies. Homeboy was so evil they fucking buried him alive like that, dude. Imagine that.
Being buried alive.
Being buried like a mummy, dude.
I think
you're
any-
mummified alive.
I
dude.
think
that would
any
be
type of
fucking
Kill Bill type
nuts.
shit
That would be
in a coffin,
crazy, bro.
and you're just fucking buried like
Well,
that.
no, what? Oh shit.
Oh, you unplugged it, Seth. With your foot. You did something.
Technical difficulties.
Is audio down?
Yeah. It's coming back though.
Yeah, we're good. It's still probably recording us, I think. Yeah.
And we're back. No, being mummified like that, where you're wrapped up, wrapped till you're stiff and you can't move, but you're alive. That would be fucked, bro. Honestly.
and then you're buried, so you're by yourself.
Yeah, dude.
said, "What are
There's
you
a Ryan
doing? I'm
Reynolds movie
burying
where
you."
he's buried alive. There's a movie of his where the whole movie he's buried alive.
Mr. Beast
And at
did
the end, he's finally his cell phone battery's dying, and they track it to him, and they're digging, and he realizes that they're not digging on his grave. And they're, somewhere over there, and his phone dies. Yeah, bro, it's fucking. I couldn't watch.
That gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I
thinking about
had to
that.
step away a couple times.
I did see that movie.
And
What is it called?
that was literally a movie that I watched one time, and I was pacing, I stood up, but you want to see what's happening, but it's just it gives you anxiety.
That's how I felt about I can't remember. It's it's the one about that giant shark. So these girls are going down to
42 meters down, or whatever.
dude.
It's same, bro.
thing.
Same as fuck.
Gives you that feeling of
There's another movie that's like
anxiety.
that where I couldn't watch it because I know it tripped me out. Is where these two girls are climbing to the top of a cell phone tower, bro.
Yeah. Have you seen, dude? Have you seen?
Bro.
I think it's called Drift, where
Brother.
they jump off the
Brother.
boat. Is that the one where they jump off the
Oh,
boat?
I thought you were thinking. I had another movie in my head. That's my
So
bad.
there's a group of people, and they have a baby on board and everything, and they're on this boat, and it's a big boat, it's almost like a mini yacht almost, and they all jump off to go swimming, but the last adult who jumps off forgets to put the ladder down, and so they all jump off this big boat. But then there's no way to get back onto the boat because they didn't let the ladder down.
Oh my God.
And so they're stuck out at sea. And literally there's a baby on board. like and the baby's on like the deck or whatever.
Okay.
And they're
Yeah.
stuck on the side in the ocean and they can't get back on their boat. And like there's scenes where like there's like in the distance there's like a group of like a boat driving by with like a bunch of people on it and they're partying and they're trying to get them like hey stop, and they think they're just like waving at them because they're swimming, you know,
They're just like, yeah.
and they're like yeah swimming like driving by, and you're just like dude, like the whole movie's like that, like we're just like yeah it's
That,
like
the 42 meters down movie though, dude, that gave me anxiety too.
yeah that
Like,
one's like
I don't
very
know.
that one was scary, that was low-key scary
Well,
as
she's
hell.
like, isn't she like hallucinating?
I've
Right,
never
or
seen
something like
that one.
that. Like she like the way that's
Yeah,
going down.
they're in
is-
like the cage or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
she's-
weird movie,
But
dude.
she like she thinks she's like she like thinks she's surviving or some shit, but she's actually just still on the bottom of the floor.
yeah well
like
I mean,
something
she's
like
like
that.
running low on oxygen and stuff.
Yeah, so she starts like
Because
losing
your
shit.
brain's getting depleted.
You guys ever heard Cowboy Cerrone talking about
when he was drowned?
mapping out caves and shit?
Yeah.
Dude, I would kill that guy. I'm not gonna lie. The
His
guy,
buddy,
I would kill
the one
him.
who freaked out.
Oh, dude! When we got to shore, I would. If I didn't kill him, I would try to beat the living shit out of him. The freaking out underwater, bro.
They're like, so they're in these like, they're exploring these caves, right? Underwater, they're scuba diving.
you can
and-
make money off of mapping out caves.
Yeah, and so the thing
Underwater
is like,
caves.
you don't want to panic because when you panic, you kick up soot and it fucking blocks. You can't see shit. Like obviously the sand on the ground, you know, like, and when that shit gets kicked up, it gets so fucking murky in there that you can't see what's like directly.
It'll take like a half
Like, you can't
hour
even
to
see your
settle.
hand.
It'll
Okay.
take.
And
It
so-
literally is just fog.
He's down there with like this guy and they're mapping out this thing. Well, they kind of get lost down there for a second and they're trying to figure out where they're at. Well, the guy that he's with starts panicking and starts kicking up all the soot. And he's like trying to, and so they literally lost in the soot down there. And is that what it's called? Soot?
Yeah,
just
it's
wanna-
just debris and
Yeah.
build up.
And so
But they lost the lifeline. There's,
Yeah,
there's a
like-
line. There's a line that literally
you can follow
what you're tied
tug
to. You
on
can
it or-
guide. Well,
yeah.
no, that will guide you out.
Okay.
Because you got to come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
they
it'll
bring it
guide you
with
right
you.
back
Okay.
out. But the guy, he didn't even know if he wanted to go and swim with the guy because he was like fresh, like he was like kind of new, and he was saying that when he kicked up all that shit, he was just being careless, like he was like turning around or something, and then like started freaking the fuck out, like basically panicking as that shit's happening. So he's just kicking up a bunch of the shit, and he's like, dude, like chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
So then they're like, he like in his head, what he's explaining when he was like I got my fucking kid, you know, I got my wife, like I'm not gonna see him again, like thinking about all this fucking crazy shit. And it was like, because he's like an adrenaline junkie, you know what I
Sure,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like he's one of those guys. And he was like, that was the scariest moment of his life, was just like thinking that like I'm gonna breathe the last breath of oxygen that I got down here in this fucking cave with this dipshit.
That'd be so scary, man.
Dude, to tell me you would not get you're out of your wetsuit and go and try to beat the fuck out of that guy.
I'm definitely
All
never
day,
gonna
all
see.
day.
I'm definitely like, dude, when we get back to shore, you
Oh
better
dude,
fucking.
dude,
I'm never
it's-
gonna see you again.
You
dog.
almost like have to fight the guy.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you almost
I
have
couldn't,
to.
bro.
You know?
fucking bop him one.
Yeah, dude.
At
And it's
least.
like, see, that's like also the thing though too, is with that type of work is like, I think every time you go and do that, you take that risk, even with somebody experienced, because dude, it's just like one thing. You know what I mean?
One thing
Anything
go
can
wrong.
happen, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, and especially like how thick that shit'll get when it settles in the water. It's like you can't see your fucking hand, dude. You know, like that's nuts.
Yeah.
And that's the whole concept of like that 40 meters down movie or whatever. It's like,
I
and
can't
you got it, but
stand
see
that
what else
shit.
he was talking about when he explains it is you got to keep control of your breath because you don't
know,
want to
you-
be overexerting and fucking wasting all that
You just
oxygen.
got to be calm, dude.
Oh, dude, bro, and then you're worried about this guy fucking freaking out. You know,
Yeah.
That's gonna get your blood
wasting,
pumping.
Yeah.
wasting his oxygen, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I'd be pissed, bro. That shit, that would piss me
I
off.
went and watched that in theaters, dude, and it was not worth watching in theaters.
42 meters down.
Yeah,
Just like that one movie, fucking.
It was a good
Fuck
movie on
you,
Netflix,
dude.
dude.
That shit was shock value, bro.
I
That
think
shit,
you bought what movie?
the one with Homegirl. Have we talked about that on here? I think we might have talked about it on
Last
here.
time we did a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah.
Megan.
Oh, fuck that! Fuck that movie. No, the one with Sydney Sweeney. Did we talk about that shit?
That
Yeah,
wasn't
bro.
a bad movie.
Bro, no, the ending, bro.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like,
no, that was.
That's one take of a guy sitting here with the camera or holding the camera.
Yeah,
right
he
here.
probably has fucking earplugs in,
And she's
dude.
just freaking the fuck out. I was just talking to somebody that they hadn't seen it, and I told them to watch it. I can't remember who I was just talking to, but I was telling them the way I was explaining it is I was like, dude, like It'll make it's like because when it was watching, dude, I just remember being like, dude, what?
I think you were telling me.
Was it you?
Maybe.
I don't know if we talked.
I think you're fucking thinking of different shit, dude.
No, that scene though, I was like, that's like,
Well, it was like
shock.
2-3 minutes
Yeah,
straight, bro.
yeah.
Weird, bro. Weird.
We got to go watch that. We can't watch it now because I think it's in theaters. But we got to watch the Long Legs movie.
Oh yeah.
I still want
That's
to see
what
We
it.
got to
Nicolas
check
Cage,
that out,
right?
dude. There was a post about how many times in the background of that movie you see Lucifer. Like you see, like
That's what I keep seeing about it.
Bro, I was low key in my head. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I've heard it's good though. Like I've heard
it's
a good, scary
crazy.
movie.
I've heard it's up there with this is big praise, Silence of the Lambs. I heard it's on that level, bro. You guys ever seen Silence of the Lambs?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a long time. If I have.
What about the
puts the-
lambs, Clarice?
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Dude, but when it's like you're using one of the craziest bastards to help you find and profile.
Hannibal Lecter, dog.
fucking-
I have those books at my house. I just haven't touched them.
But the other one of the good movies is I can't remember which one it is because there's like a couple after.
Yeah.
The one where the young cop, the guy, puts two and two together when he's eating the food, when he's like eating.
That he's getting fed
And
somebody.
yeah, and he's
eating a
then
person.
homeboy comes up to stab. He stabs him.
Yeah.
and he's like explaining. What's his name? Anthony Hopkins, saying he didn't blink one time in that movie. Crazy, bro.
What?
One time, bro.
I want to go through and watch all those low key because it's been forever since
bet-
I've
I bet
seen
Well,
if
it's
you-
it's
I
fucked
mean-
up because he's my bad. He's profiling he's it's perfect. It's like he's a serial killer. He's a fucking crazy bastard.
Yeah.
And he sees a fresh, young, eager FBI agent, and he's like, boom. I'm gonna fuck with you, Then it's slowly throughout
He's
the movie.
so smart,
He's
too.
profiling her throughout the movie,
Yeah.
like figuring her out, like and calling her out on her shit. What about the lens, Clarice? That shit's crazy, bro. Dead ass. Wait, it's what is it? What does he say when he's tucking his shit in the mirror? What does he say in that one? He said,
In
would
Silence of the
he
Lambs?
said, "Would you fuck me?" Or "I would fuck me." What is it?
He said, I would fuck.
Yeah, I would fuck me.
He's putting on lipstick.
Yeah. Crazy
Doesn't
bastard.
fucking Joe Dirt fucking makes
It
fun
makes
of
fun
it?
of
That's the
Yeah.
parody of it.
Yeah,
Well, that
yeah.
part makes fun of Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo
yeah.
Bill, yeah.
Yeah. That's a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
But that Long Legs movie, I'd read
That's
a
Nicolas
review.
Cage, right?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
he's-
that's wild too.
dude. I guess he's popping back up, man.
Well, dude,
Fuck, he's like in his 60s,
Dude,
right?
what if in Long Legs at the end of the movie he steals a Declaration of Independence?
Oh, fuck.
That's the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie, we're black screen. I'm gonna steal the
That's
Declaration
his
of
whole thing
Independence.
he's trying to do though.
He's fucking driving away in a fucking Shelby GT.
The two people that I've heard that have seen it though said that he was fucking creepy. Like he's
Phenomenal in it, though?
like a
Okay.
good creepy. Like
Who was this again?
Nicolas Cage. It's called Long Legs. Watch the trailer. It's
Dude, what's crazy,
pretty
bro, is
crazy.
I was like,
I think it's honestly based on the same concept of Silence of the Lambs. If I'm being honest,
It's based on
That's what
somebody.
the vibe that I got from it. Like kind of the same premise. Of
What's
like,
the actor who isn't Split?
that fucking movie's wild, dude.
It's the microphone.
It's the lights hitting off.
Oh, I thought there were lights on the microphone.
What's
I'm
that
like,
actor off of
shit.
Split? The guy.
Oh, James McAvoy.
He's coming out with a new movie.
Based on Andrew Tate.
No.
I wasn't really big on that movie, to be honest. I watched it.
Split?
I wasn't
Split's
big.
good.
I
on
didn't
it,
even
man.
watch it.
Dude, it was
It-
good.
it's
I didn't even watch
He
Split.
kills that.
No,
movie.
he had a great
kills that
role. The way he
Yeah.
does it, but I just
Bro, no,
didn't.
No, he's
new,
in a movie.
The new one coming out with the couple.
The family,
they're
bro.
Like, they're traveling.
Oh,
in like
I know what you're
We
talking.
watched the
yeah,
trailer at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
They're traveling in like Europe, and then they meet
Wild,
this
dude.
family. And then this guy, he's like very like they seem like a good family, right? Like he's got
always
a
do.
wife,
They
got a
always
kid,
do.
and he invites them back to their home. He's like, "Oh, we're actually from around here. You guys should come hang out with us." Blah blah blah. So they come to the house, and then they just like turn into psychos.
That's
Well,
Full
but
fucking
the start of the
slashes his
trailer,
tire,
the start of
dude.
the trailer, she's like getting a gun and it's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the shit, like what's going on.
Oh, doesn't that little boy have like his tongue cut out in the trailer or whatever? Like he's trying to tell them. Like
He's just quiet.
Oh, the kid. No, that's the same movie.
But
That's
he's
the same
like,
movie.
He's like trying to tell these people. He's like,
Get the
Dude, I
fuck
think-
out.
but and then he's like,
I think
have
what
a
starts.
tongue.
I think what starts it, dude, that they fucking get like, oh, we got to go, is the fucking when the crazy couple, the fucking wife's like, you need to eat your food or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah, don't talk
And
to
the-
my daughter
And the
like
parents
that.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, then he's just smiling. The
Yeah, he's
homeboy. Yeah. No, they're on. I remember in the theater what it was like. Caught my eye. It was like, oh, this is gonna be a crazy movie. They're like,
That was during fucking
yeah,
Wolverine.
they were
huh?
sitting on top of the cliff, like they were about to like jump in the water or whatever. And it was like, why aren't you taking your clothes off or whatever?
Yeah,
the fuck. And they're
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like it's just. It looks like it's
It
like
could be
a
worth a
lot of
watch,
shock, like wild shit.
I like some
He's
movies
a
like
crazy bastard, bro. That
Yeah.
guy, honestly,
He's
can
a good
play
actor.
a crazy motherfucker.
He's a
bro.
good actor for sure.
He's all smiling and shit.
yeah, the whole time, but he's like, it's like a demonic smile.
Yeah, demented. He's got there's evil behind that.
He
shit.
plays the role of that guy very well.
But on a different note, it is 9:20.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh,
You guys
for
ready
real?
to wrap this
It's a
up?
3-hour pod.
Dog, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not worried. We can keep going.
I'm
but
down. I mean, I ain't got nothing going
I'm
on.
not going on. I was wondering if you guys, because I
It's
know
fucking
you
almost
said you have something.
9:30, so
You want to get off? You good?
we can fuck. I mean, we can pick it up.
I mean, we had a lot. We got other episodes.
Yeah.
We've had a good pod.
dude, we rolled.
That's what I'm saying.
This was a good first episode,
Oh, bro.
back, I think.
I think
we were getting a
We
little
talked a lot
crazy.
about the same shit.
But
we
I-
talked
I-
a lot about the same shit. I noticed, but it
I
was
think
good.
we're
But
yelling
it's
over each
different
other a
takes,
lot.
though. Everything's different takes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the break that we had introducing the new show and this one, bro. Like when we did the last show or whatever, Press Box, go check it out. We already said it once, but those two hopping on with us, they hit the ground running.
Yeah,
bro.
they took it serious. No,
Like-
they definitely did. No, it was really.
I listened
really
to the
good.
I listened to the episode today at work. It was good.
Fuck yeah. I think we're on a good path, man. Season 2 is we got a bunch of big shit. We're gonna
Sponsors. If anybody wants to sponsor us,
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody
in
for
the
real.
game,
No, we're not even lying.
literally
Yeah.
anything.
We're open. We're open to
Like
stuff.
if you got a small business, hit us up, dude.
Yeah,
We'll
small
fucking-
businesses.
shout you guys out, all
and
that.
and if a listener gets us somebody that can get sponsored, we'll do something for him.
Hell yeah.
We'll do something for him.
Yeah,
the
put us-
camera sees it.
I know it's like
I want gold mines on the side of a car, like at a derby.
That'd be so tight.
Yeah.
derby.
No, it'd be cool. It would be cool to plug in ads. We were kind of talking about some ideas about doing that. But
Honestly, the best way to help
Recording some
us,
stuff for ourselves
and
or whatever.
another way to help us get like sponsorships from Spotify too is like share a podcast, because if we get 1,000 listeners, then we're open
monthly
to,
listeners.
Yeah, 1,000 monthly listeners, then we're open to be able to get sponsorships. So
well, a lot of people were waiting for us to come back because when that
I
episode
heard a lot
dropped,
of-
there was a good amount of people. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
We've even had people going back and listening to other episodes, bro, and redoing like my
we were
shout
gonna,
out Carlos,
we were gonna
bro.
say something on here. I'm pretty
What?
sure. I thought weren't we gonna say something? Yes, we talked about this yesterday. Keep going, bro. My bad. I just thought about
Shout out Carlos, bro. He hits me up all the time, like going back through older episodes. He's like, dude, when you guys gonna go? When you guys gonna go? I was like, bro, we're taking a hiatus.
Shout out
We're-
to Carlos,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Appreciate the love,
Faithful,
man.
bro, for real.
yeah, dude, hell yeah. Shout out Carlos.
That's what I was gonna say is with the press box thing is we'll still talk about sports on here. Like, like if LeBron gets brought up or whatever, like we'll still talk about sports. It's not that we're not gonna talk about sports on this pod. I just think the other one is more for like what I was explaining to
nerds,
him is
bro.
where you guys would like kind of exit off where we would just go deep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we'll still talk about sports. We'll still talk about the games and stuff on here, kind of brief on them a little bit or bullshit, talk about whatever. But the other podcast is more for the guys that want to listen to us break down things in our opinion that way. And shout out to Gavin, shout out to DJ. We're back, guys. Season 2 is officially kicked off.
Dude, I was just gonna do that, dude. I was gonna be like,
Any final thoughts,
Podcasts are better with friends. Sponsor us.
Schlaggy?
season 2, baby.
And we got some shows coming
We
up.
up in this. Oh yeah,
We're
yeah.
beating out some
No,
shows on the
those out.
pod.
November 5th, we're opening for Chris Galico and
Yep.
Dizzy Wright and Whitney Payton at the Knitting Factory in Boise, Idaho. November
Pack
5th.
that motherfucker.
It's gonna be
Buy
packed
your
out.
tickets.
It's gonna be hey, buy your tickets through me. If you guys
Yeah.
if you guys listen to our pod, I will be getting ticket leaks soon. I don't have them yet, but if you're gonna go to that show, make sure you buy them through me.
What is that day on? Is it like a Friday?
It's a Tuesday.
God damn.
I know, dude. It's a Tuesday.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a Tuesday.
preposterous.
And it's gonna be packed.
That's ludicrous. No,
I was all
we'll get it done,
talking to
though.
Isaac. I was like, dude, where's the after party gonna be? He's all, dude, it's Tuesday.
He's like, so we're going to Ruby fucking Tuesday?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Let's go to fucking Sherry's and get some pies.
Yeah, no shit.
Tell you Aunt Sherry. Go see Aunt Sherry.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. As hell.
Are we gonna keep going, dude? I mean,
I'm gonna say something. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's supported all of us, all the listeners. This stuff's dope. We all get feedback from it, and even if it's positive or negative feedback, do not be afraid to hit any one of us up and tell us how you
Amen.
feel. Like, we're all. I would say even all the supporters that we have. Like, I think we're all in this together in a way. And yeah, man, hug your people. Let people know you love them. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
also,
and RIP to the kids in Georgia.
That's right.
Rest in peace and shout
straight up.
right.
If you guys
Condolences and thoughts.
also, dude, if you guys like want to say something to us too, like, dude, hit the Gold Mines email. Hit them with the email again.
Goldmines208@gmail.com.
Goldmines208@gmail.com.
Even messages on social media,
Dude,
anything
I was
like
gonna,
that.
I was gonna say,
anything.
send some stuff, bro. Like whether you guys want to like say something that you liked us talking about, or just whatever you want to send us. Like we'll talk about it. Send us like a would you rather, or send us like a funny something funny.
If your topics will be on the show, not they might get selected.
No, they will
make sure
because
get
we
on
don't
the
have any
show.
submissions. So once somebody submits something, like we will straight up talk about it.
Shout you out.
I know
Also, if you don't want to send us an email, you like hit us up on socials. Gold Mines Podcast. What's the it's Gold Mines Podcast.
The IG is Gold Mines, I think.
The IG,
Goldmines208.
The Gold Mines 208. You can send me a message on there.
All of our Instagrams are linked to that account.
Yeah, so yeah.
I was gonna say fucking. I guess we'll talk about that off the air. What I was gonna say.
Yeah. I guess what are we queuing? What are we gonna queue, man?
I think we
queue
keep just for now until Cody makes another hit.
Yeah.
Why don't we queue?
'Cause he
Pull It?
doesn't
Why don't
make-
we queue Pull It? Why don't we make that season 2, man?
Yeah. Q pull it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Let's do it.
Q pull it.
Since a youngin', I've been going for it. You want some smoke? I guess you better roll